this is. I'm missing the Packers for this. I love you guys.
Yeah, we love you too. That's why you came on. Hey, ready?
All right.
There we go.
That's it.
All right.
But no,
Hit myself in the
the
face
Tie Hub
again.
one I tried. It was just too hard to do myself, so I asked
That's
him.
still your
And
best
then
episode.
it took him a while to even try to do it.
Huh?
Took you a
From
little
a water
convincing.
bottle.
See, he's not even using it.
I know. I don't know. You want it, Richard?
You gotta use that
You
shit
might
real
like it.
close.
But then
Keep
you
that
gotta
shit
sit like
close.
this.
you
Yeah,
let
you
me
gotta
know.
keep it
It's
close.
actually probably better.
No, you can hold it on.
I'm gonna hold it like this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not very close. So if you're looking at me and you're talking to me, it's not very close.
Like needs to be touching.
Yeah, it's gonna be closer than you do this.
No, but you do this
Oh, I see.
with no.
Just keep it close.
I don't. Yeah.
Like right up to your lips.
Yeah.
There you
That's
go.
why I think maybe holding it without it is better.
You're
If you're in the
right. You're
middle,
right. You're
I think
right.
in the
You're right.
middle you can't use it.
We gotta invest in more of these.
Yeah, and they're not that expensive.
Yeah. they're
Yeah.
not.
We'll cut this all.
You
out.
need some investors.
I sometimes like. What do you think as our biggest fan, Richard? Should we keep the preamble sometimes? Like the beginning preamble, where we're just
Yeah.
bullshitting about random shit. Like
We don't know how to start.
I say yes. I say
yeah,
yes.
I like the. I
Yeah.
like sometimes I like.
But
a
I,
little
I
but
never
I,
know how to
but I know
start.
you guys, and you're my friends. So when I watch it, like I
well,
connect,
don't give it away.
I connect
thought we
with
didn't
that.
know each other, and you're the
Yeah,
biggest fan.
We just met you.
Flew me in from Vancouver for this.
Yeah. How'd you find the podcast?
Just stumbled upon it.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the title.
What? Biggest
Eric
fan?
in the middle, our biggest fan.
Oh yeah, of course.
Joins us. Yeah,
Of course.
Yeah.
But we were thinking, could you think of on the spot a would you rather to start the show?
Absolutely not.
I didn't think so.
Absolutely not. Don't
Do you
put me
wanna
on.
go with my
Do not
first
put
one?
me on the spot on your own podcast. God damn it.
I thought you would have thought of one after seeing so many. I thought you would have had like a would you rather ready to go, locked and loaded.
You talking to me?
Yeah. I thought you would have.
I was looking forward to getting a question from you. Actually,
Okay, you
Okay,
wanna go?
yeah.
You want to go? I'm gonna go with the first one. The other one, the second one, I'm a little worried about.
I like the second one actually. I thought that was interesting.
Well, we can do it after,
Just
but
with-
we
with
gotta
with
phrase it
different-
a little differently.
Yeah, with your phrasing was.
Okay. Yeah,
Now
I'll do
they-
the first one.
Now they
first.
know you might have phrased it a different way.
Yeah. Okay, so this one, a would you rather? Okay, so would you rather, starting now, have to, for the rest of your life, only masturbate for sexual pleasure, or you can have sex, but it has to be with the sex that you're not currently attracted to?
Currently.
Yeah.
I know it's shifted.
Could you change? Yeah, it could shift.
that's an easy one.
What would you pick?
I think that is actually a really easy one.
I don't know
think
if it's an easy one.
I think I just wouldn't masturbate anymore.
Yeah, you would just fuck guys, right?
No, it's not.
No, I'm
both.
saying you got to pick. I guess you're
No, what
just
do you mean?
not gonna
Would you
do
rather?
anything.
Repeat it one
You
more
could never
time, one more
masturbate
time.
again, or you have to.
No,
have
you
sex.
only can masturbate for sexual pleasure, or
Most people only do that anyways.
yeah, but I'd get bored.
So what
if I
happens
just
if
had
you
to
do have
masturbate all the
sex?
time.
So that means you
No,
can't. If
your dick blows off.
so, that means you don't get to masturbate, and you only can have sex with the opposite sex that you're not attracted
So, but
to.
then you,
With
but
the
then you
sex
can
you're not
have sex.
attracted to.
But
then
you're-
so if
you can't
get-
even
whenever
get-
you have sex.
You can't even get
That's me-
erect with that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So that would be.
You could convince
You just
yourself.
wouldn't have it. So you're
You could
saying you
convince
just never
yourself.
get to have sex again. That's what you're saying.
So you have
No,
to change your
I'm
sex.
saying
Or-
I'd probably try it out, and
I think
Go
as I was
for
going to say,
this.
it's like prison, right? You
You're
probably
changing
would
yeah,
eventually
like what
try
do the
it out.
guys do in prison? It's the same.
Yeah,
thing.
you probably would eventually try it out.
Yeah,
I think so.
like you're just gonna masturbate forever.
Yeah, I think you'd eventually try
Well,
it out.
you don't have to masturbate either.
Oh right, yeah. Tell
Right.
us about your cleanse thing that you like to go through. Here he's gonna preach.
No, I'm not gonna get into this right now. But
Really? You just you would masturbate?
I
Just
would
not
choose to have
sex
the
with
option, for masturbation or not masturbation. But I
Right.
wouldn't. I don't think I could change my
So just
sexual
no sex
preference.
ever. No, I know you can't. Change
I've
it.
gone
I'm just
long.
saying, would you-
I've gone on some spells where
But
that's
this is
been the
ever.
case.
This is ever. What would you do?
So you either
He's sort
Either
of in the
o-
in
can
the
only
middle.
masturbate,
Only
or only
masturbate.
have sex.
With in our case, men.
Yeah. But they both seem to imply the other, no? Like
What do you mean?
you both either one you can't have sex with.
I feel
women,
like I'd probably have to try.
right? Either one you can no
If,
longer have
with
sex with women.
masturbation, you can at least like imagine.
Yeah, but then wouldn't you get
Could
just
you imagine though if you only have sex with men?
Yeah, couldn't you just use your
Yeah, 'cause
imagination?
you still masturbate.
Like, what's the difference
you're
between a
still allowed
man's
to-
asshole and your hand?
Yeah, because you're still allowed to masturbate.
Besides the biology of it.
Because it seems that's why I'm confused by the question. Because it seems like
a lot more mess, I'm
it's-
sure.
It seems like one, they actually are the same question, but one you're allowed to also have sex with men.
No, you can't masturbate with the one with men.
Oh,
So I'm just saying the idea of the question is which sexual pleasure do you want? Do you want to give up sex
right,
or give up your orientation?
right. I think I'd probably just start masturbating.
You just masturbate forever?
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't figure it out?
Well,
the-
can
Well,
you
either one-
question only with your hand? Because I know there's a lot of like
Only with your hand.
options
No
out
pussy
there.
plates or
Well, because it sounds like
flashlights or
I think
whatever.
it's-
They
they're
have
it's-
things that will like pump you off, and it will like. I don't want to talk too much about it, but, you're basically
called.
like
I'd love to look at his
probably
credit card statement.
it's high.
never shop for that stuff when you're horny. Just-
You do a lot
Really,
of
you guys wouldn't
returns.
try it?
Well, no, 'cause
You
your
couldn't
life-
convince yourself.
I think
just
it's. I
if you were
think it's.
gonna-
I don't think it's that hard of a question because your life wouldn't change that much. Like with you can't masturbate. I guess either situation.
Yeah, but see,
you like to.
well,
doesn't
maybe
change
this
that
is
much.
different perspectives because we had
like
this conversation.
how do
with
they
Aaron.
stop? How do they stop you though? Like how are you stopped?
Well, your
Penis
dick blows
blows
off.
off. Yeah, it blows
whatever,
off.
whatever fucking
I don't
thing.
know if that would stop some people.
Yeah, I'm sure.
but no, I think like
I'd probably try it. to be
Can you?
honest.
Do you get to? You just don't get to use your penis, but you get to have other things with women.
No.
No, what happens?
Like sexual pleasure.
Because you're like, oh, my penis.
Okay,
already
well, I
blew
guess
up.
you can eat somebody out if you want. But like-
Boom, picking it.
really?
Yeah.
I'd rather masturbate.
Like
Like if I'm gonna.
Well,
if
you
I'm
do
gonna,
get to
if I'm
masturbate.
gonna
You
eat
do get to
somebody out-
masturbate. Because you chose that one, right? So you also get to do.
No, I think well, I'll just pick the gay sex. The point of the question is you got to pick one.
The point of the question was so
I
Tyler
don't
could
think you
pick
would.
gay
I
sex.
don't think you
I'm
would.
coming out.
After watching a few other episodes, I don't think you would.
No, well, I guess if you watch the other episode, I'd rather suck dick. But
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is much gayer for
no,
sure.
it's for sure not.
I was hoping my parents could watch this, but now they don't know what I'm doing tonight, and there's a reason why I didn't tell them. They're like, "Where are you going?" I'm going downtown.
I'm going downtown. True.
They'll
True.
find it one way
I
or
like.
another.
Would you rather change your sexual orientation?
Okay, let's do
or
that
your
one then.
gender.
Okay, go ahead. No. It's sexual. Yeah. Or sex. I'm trying to be careful with these
Yeah,
gender
yeah.
sex names.
Yeah.
Okay, would you rather change your sexual orientation or your biological sex? That's a would you rather now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with that one.
Yeah, not like surgery, like it's like magic, right?
No, it's magic.
Like you're just
Yeah.
a girl now.
You're just a girl now, or you're just gay now.
Am I a 31-year-old girl?
Yeah, it's starting now.
Mm.
I thought that was an easy because it's like, well, if you're just gay, then you would like it. So, sure, that sounds like a
No,
fine
okay,
life.
but the idea is would you like to be a woman if you're gonna do that?
I think that would change my life too much. But I don't know how. I think it would.
If
though.
I could like restart all over again,
no, it's like
Because it
starting
seems-
now though. It's starting
'Cause
now.
It
That's
seems
the
like
thing.
a bigger change
That's
to
tough.
to
That's
change
tough.
genders.
do I have kids?
It's whatever you are now.
Yeah. Ask yourself, do you have kids?
It's whatever you are now.
It's you right now. Tomorrow
Yeah.
you wake up one or the other.
Yeah, I guess I still want to
Um,
be a man.
Yeah, like that's
Yeah,
the
I
least
guess
change
so.
in my
That's
opinion.
true.
That's the least change.
You told me these were good when I told you. This is your fault now. I told you these ones.
I
You're
thought
like,
they
those
were.
are solid.
You guys were hoping I would come up with something, right?
Yeah, that's what we're
It's
hoping
all
for.
my fault, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't prepare well enough.
So
I-
are we all picking men? None of us would want to be a woman.
Yeah, because it's the least change. It's like, and you like it anyway. So it's
I
like,
don't know.
I
I'm-
don't
no, but yeah, but if you changed it to a woman, that's just you would like everything would change. So like
Yeah.
maybe being a woman's sweet. I don't know.
Could be.
Yeah.
There are.
I
definitely
think they
some
struggle more.
benefits.
I think
Yeah.
So
women-
the idea is would
Women
you rather
have
stay a
it
man?
a harder go for sure. I think.
I think
Especially
so.
as
I think
they
do
get
have a
older.
harder go.
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely think so.
Yeah. And would you now? Here's a question:
What?
would you be an attractive woman or not?
Yeah.
And would you want to be an attractive woman or not?
Yeah, probably.
For sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like if they have an advantage at anything, it's attractive women have an advantage at a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I definitely want to be attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really attractive or like decently attractive? Because sometimes you're too attractive, then it kind of like I think it's like a regress when you get and then people think you're only getting it because you're attractive or something like.
Right.
know?
But who cares? If you're getting it
Yeah.
in terms of whatever that is, but
Yeah. Just getting it, bro.
you don't have
Touchy-
a would you
touchy
rather? Do you have
subject.
one? Let's try a different would you
Oh.
rather then. You have a good one?
I had one. Would you rather you always every pair of clothing you have on is itchy, or you have really smelly feet always?
Smelly feet. For sure.
Yeah, smelly feet.
Yeah, I thought smelly feet too.
You
I
can
was
hide
like,
that.
damn, I was thinking about
Because
it
you can
before.
mask the
Itchy
smelly feet,
sucks,
right?
man.
Yeah, it's kind of like, would you rather offend other people or yourself? And I prefer not
Yeah.
offending myself.
But like
I'd
smelly
offend other
feet,
people.
smelly feet, you can just mask it, right? Like you have the ability.
No, they're
to ma-
pretty bad.
Oh, okay.
Just
Yeah,
like
So
like-
it's like real bad.
Yeah, like you can mask it a little bit, but people still are like, I can smell his feet.
Right.
that's horrible, actually.
Does it change
I've
it?
never come across someone whose feet I can smell like, unless they take their shoes
Well, they've
off.
never played this Would You Rather game.
That's true.
Yeah,
It's
the
hypothetical.
magical.
Yeah, I guess I'd still pick smelly feet though. I wouldn't want to be itchy all the time,
Yeah, would you think?
You would just avoid people more if you were considerate.
or just not wear
Anyways.
clothes.
Yeah.
Go one of those cults or something. Because it's just your clothes that make you
Right,
itchy,
no,
right?
That's true. Yeah.
Good point.
Maybe I can just join a cult.
Good point.
Yeah. You've been looking to join a cult lately.
Yeah, Kanye's.
Kanye's.
Are blankets itchy? You just wrap yourself in blankets?
No.
Yeah, like
blankets
a
are not
robe,
itchy.
like one of those.
Blankets are not itchy.
One of those.
I could live in a blanket. For sure. Do it half the time
Yeah.
at home anyways. Fuzzy
You
blankets.
think you could get a job with smelly feet? Like they can smell your
that's
feet?
true.
Yeah.
If
That's
they can
true.
smell it during the interview, unlikely.
Unlikely?
Yeah.
Well, you can get some jobs, but
You
not a
definitely
good
can't
job.
hire somebody if they're if they stink in their interview. Doesn't
No.
matter how qualified they are.
Yeah, there's some
Like if they smell.
The scent of the unemployable. Peterson talks about it, so
smelly feet,
just
or just
just
smells.
it's the smell of the
Oh.
unemployable.
Uh,
You've smelled
you
it
know what?
before.
I thought of that. I thought
I've smelled
you
it.
You've
love
smelled it
Jordan
before.
Peterson, don't you?
I don't love the guy.
I
Read
felt
his
like
book.
you would, like, because you're very like structured guy.
Yeah.
You like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I did
He's
like
very
it for a
like
bit. Yeah.
self help.
He's an
No?
Alberta boy, you know.
Is he?
Yeah.
I
Lethbridge,
didn't-
right?
No,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I actually knew that.
Valley View, I think, like northern
Oh, he
Alberta.
went to University of Lethbridge.
Mm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
no, I
Gets a
I
bad
think he's
rap.
okay.
I don't mind him.
Yeah, I don't hate the guy.
Some things.
I'd
okay,
listen to
some
him talk.
things- some
I think
things
he's
dumb.
interesting. You know,
Some things okay, some things dumb.
I think he'd be a great guest on your
Yeah.
podcast.
Oh, for sure.
We
Well,
should
yeah, he's
try to
coming
get him
up.
on.
Soon to be.
Yeah.
Soon to be.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Well, is there something specific you want to talk to, or you want to do the hot takes thing I was going to bring up?
Yeah, you got lots of hot takes. This is all you.
I got a magic trick I want to try.
Okay.
Can I do that?
That's
Love
interesting.
magic.
It's a mentalist trick. Okay. Who wants me to do it on them?
Can I
Yeah,
volunteer?
let's do it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I've been practicing.
I'm in
Turn
the
me into a
audience.
girl or something.
No. All right. I want you to think of any card in the deck. Like any
You don't even
card.
have a deck.
No, but just think
You
of
don't
one.
need
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
it's just-
Okay, you
Yeah.
got it. You can't change. You want to change it?
I got it.
You got it.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a sec.
Should I tell him?
No, you don't have to tell him. No, because I want everybody to think like he's telling me somehow. So let me think real quick.
Yeah,
Think
you're
of
in
the-
on
think
it.
of the card.
cahoots.
Think of the card.
I got it.
No, but think.
Oh.
Picture
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Picture
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You've got to see it in your head.
Oh, I
Nine
already
of
did.
diamonds.
You're so damn close.
Oh,
You're so damn close.
never mind. Didn't work.
No, I gotta
I
give
read a
it.
thing that most
You get
people take 9 of
90%.
diamonds.
You get 90%.
I picked Ace of Spades.
Oh, that's an obvious one. Yeah.
It was the 8 of diamonds.
I know.
Fuck.
I said
Yeah.
I said
So
Ace
damn
of
close.
Spades, and I was like, that's pretty
Eight-
obvious.
practiced that for a week.
Eight's my favorite number, and you know I heard 7 was the most commonly chosen number
heard
between
9.
1 and 10, anyways.
Oh, maybe.
But maybe not in a deck of cards.
Maybe not a deck of cards, but yeah, it's probably the most common number picked.
What was
What
the
was it?
least common?
What was it?
Do you
9
know?
of diamonds?
9 of diamonds.
He picked 9. I was 8.
Damn it.
But to get the color right, or
Like
the
if,
symbol?
if I fucking got that right now on camera.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
worth the
It
risk.
was worth the risk. Okay,
You want
let's
to do
move
it
on.
again? One more time?
Can we cut that out?
You can't pick 9
I
though.
had
You
two.
can't
This is
pick
my
9.
2 options. What I was gonna do is I was gonna either just try it,
Yeah.
or I was gonna contact you and tell you.
Oh, and you're
And then, like,
mind?
blow his
Oh,
mind? Yeah, yeah.
that would have been
Fuck,
good.
you
You should
missed,
have done that.
you missed your chance, man.
should've done
I know,
that.
That would have
I
been
know.
good.
Because I was thinking, like, did he subtly say like
No,
a suit
fuck.
and a number before, and then like
I just read a thing.
like I
and,
thought you were trying
I was
to
just,
like
gonna
sneak something in
try
there, and I
it.
was like, I was trying to think back. I was like,
You
what
picked
did
Ace
he-
of Spades
Yeah,
because that's like a very common one. So a lot of times they tell you not to pick that one.
yeah.
Yeah,
We do
I
it.
should have did to you.
We do it again, and I'm like, don't pick 9. What was it 9?
9 of diamonds.
9 of diamonds. Like, don't pick 9 diamonds.
Fuck.
Don't pick 9 diamonds.
That would have been so
9
badass
diamonds.
if I got that right. Okay, what else was? Oh, there's a hashtag going around Twitter. So I was looking at what's trending on Twitter.
Yeah.
And it's called hashtag what women don't want from men.
Yeah.
So I was just kind of reading.
Pelotons.
What'd you say? Telecoms?
Pelotons.
Peloton.
Mansplaining was
Peloton?
one. Mansplaining.
Oh,
Don't know what a Peloton is?
No, what's a Peloton?
Peloton. A Peloton bike. Was in the news recently.
Never
Yeah.
heard of it.
Mansplaining
Anyways, sorry.
was
For
one of the number
interrupting.
ones I
Yeah.
read.
Yeah.
A lot of it
Now,
was just like
how do you explain something to a woman and it's not?
I've always
mansplaining?
wondered this. I've always what like how do you tell the difference between
Right.
me just explaining to you because you're not getting it, or me mansplaining you?
Because women are half the population.
Oh,
And there's
I
some
thought you were
dumb
gonna go
ones.
somewhere else.
No, no. You're only gonna say half.
I was
no,
like,
'cause women are half
whoa.
the population, and there's a lot of
Yeah,
dumb
yeah.
ones.
For sure.
And there's a lot of dumb men.
Yeah.
So sometimes you're like, you get annoyed, and you, on either gender, explain
Yeah.
to them like they're idiots.
You know what I noticed though?
And then how do you do that? Well, you probably just don't do it ever because that's rude, I guess.
Most of the people that were like picking these
Yeah.
were men. Like the mansplaining one that I
Oh,
kept
interesting.
seeing was a man.
Oh, so do you think it's men saying it like sarcastically?
No, I think it's men saying it like those creepy like
Really?
male feminists. Yeah,
The white knights.
yeah, like trying to save women,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because they think it's gonna work.
Yeah.
They're like,
You know what's annoying?
It might work. I don't
Is-
know.
Is the
I don't know.
hatred of man spreading? You gotta spread sometimes.
oh.
Sometimes you
Did
gotta
you see
spread.
the chair was made for that? There's a chair that was
to
like
nod?
angled like this. To make men do this. I swear to God, she was in.
It's-
Yeah.
It's very ridiculous because sometimes,
It's like an
sometimes
art piece or something.
yeah, sometimes you're just not. You don't. You gotta.
Yeah,
gotta
just
spread
imagine you have a pair of tits between your legs, like when you want to open them up.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking. But I don't even. I like. The stupid thing is about it is I don't know anybody that if I was sitting on a bus and I was like spread out and somebody came on the bus and I had an open seat that I wouldn't adjust so they can sit.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody who would do that. Who would not do that.
Yeah, and that's not a gendered thing. That's just like
No,
you're just
that's
rude.
inconsiderate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, there's a lot of that was one I saw on there.
Yeah.
There was the mansplaining one. There was just like stupid things like don't be annoying.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't be. Yeah. It's just
Don't-
like
don't
things
be-
clearly women can't be.
Don't be unattractive.
yeah. So I thought the reason I brought it up is I thought, is there anything you guys can think of that women don't want? Okay, you picked yours. A bike. They don't want that from a man.
Exercise equipment, but
I picked. I tweeted.
Yeah.
They don't want us to be honest. Yeah. I don't think they do.
Yeah.
Because then I'd be mansplaining.
Well,
Most
no,
of the time.
No, we're dropping facts. It's not mansplaining, is it? I think
Well,
there's a difference.
Most of the time.
But no, I think I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the classic. Do I look fat in this dress?
Yeah.
And you're like, yes. Yes, you do.
No, I just mean like
New dress.
Yeah. I just think like I think a lot of women want you to conform with what they think a man is supposed to be, so they don't want you to just be who you're gonna
Right.
be. Yeah, that's my idea.
They don't want you to be honest.
Yeah, they don't want me to be honest. Yeah.
Oh,
What
just
would you pick?
yourself. Well, I think probably in any relationship there's some dishonesty that is required. I think that's just. I think so. I think you probably because you have to be sensitive to each other.
Oh yeah.
You're not just like fucking hammering it on.
That's true.
anything
I
you
mean,
think.
there's no reason for me to tell
in
you.
any
you're
relationship
fat.
though, not even like
In the-
intimate
in the
relationships, and like
dress.
friendships too. I think there's some, a little bit of softness you got to be. You can't
Yeah.
always just be blunt and shitty.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Anything you can think of besides the bike?
No, I got nothing.
All right, these
I
are
got
terrible
nothing.
topics here. Trump's impeachment.
I was trying to think of something
Yeah.
that women don't want, but I don't know. The women don't want. Is that what it is?
Yeah, women don't want from men.
Huh.
I was just having fun reading them, so I thought maybe we would see what we would
I
say.
think saying honesty is too general, because I think they do want honesty,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
is that something specific like a man can't do?
Yeah, but that's why I said it. Like
Like, this is a
relationships
general
in
thing.
general. Sometimes honesty is good. Sometimes it's not. Every relationship's a little bit delicate, and sometimes honesty is 100% required in relationships.
I just
And-
thought it was
and
a
they
cute
would
Probably
want-
like
It's
90%.
a cute hashtag to like tell. Men how
Well, you
Did you get-
men
did you
are
get
right.
any-
backpedaling over here?
Any retweets? Any
No, I
likes?
don't think I did.
I need to get Twitter so I can like your stuff.
Yeah.
Just like
I had
a
one
pure
blow
number
up
one
for
fan
me.
on.
A Kanye one, and it blew up for me. But
Yeah.
that's it. It's the only one I had.
I had just gotten on Twitter.
How did
I
it
also
feel?
blew one
I
up.
need to just dive into that. How did it feel? Was it like the best
I'm
thing
making
ever?
it.
When
Oh man, I kept
I'm making it.
messaging him like it's still going up. It's still going up.
Yeah.
I just had the perfect
so you've been
tweet at the
you've been
perfect moment.
chasing that high.
Oh
ever
yeah,
since.
it was so great. Twitter is like a hard one to like go off. I don't imagine, right?
I thought it was relatively easy, but you just gotta tweet people, like famous people, or
But see, I didn't.
yeah, you gotta or you gotta take over hashtags like
Yeah,
like, you gotta
hashtag,
do
yeah,
like
yeah.
a regular.
You gotta have a
contributor.
funny thing with the hashtag. People's gotta
Or
want
not
it.
even a funny thing, like because I was doing that that writing one.
Oh
I
right.
can't remember what it's called. But you just, like I was doing a
Hashtag poems.
Yeah, it's poem. It is poems, but it's like a
But that's a different one. That's a
VSS,
different kind.
yeah,
right?
very
Because
short.
that's a very
Sorry.
a narrow group of people that will see it. So they're all probably like going to be liking each other.
Yeah, I was getting like.
I
Or like
went
pop
for-
culture kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
reference.
Like I went to
Kanye
the
West,
Kanye Jesus
yeah.
King one, so
Like
mine
100
had to
million
be
people.
funny,
Right.
Or
right,
would it got
right,
washed
right. But that's
out.
what I'm saying. The way to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
good engagement is to
Right.
is a commandeer a hashtag or
Right.
at famous people.
Yeah, yeah.
There are
figure
some
that
people
out.
who get famous just by like one tweet somebody sees and it just gets retweeted a ton.
Mm.
Like you see those ones on Reddit sometimes
Oh yeah.
that are really big,
No, I
and
never
then I
went-
go check out their Twitter, and then they're just blowing up. But they're
Because of
usually
one.
just saying random funny shit all the time.
Right.
Yeah,
Sometimes you gotta do that.
it's a lot of work.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
someone's
no.
calling me.
Okay, Trump's impeachment was
Trump's
the last
impeachment. The last one.
one. Yeah, yeah. For a
Is
hot
it a
take.
waste of time? Is it a waste of time?
I think so.
Uh,
I think it is.
I mean, it's hard to say what's a waste of time. One, he's gonna go down, which is a bit of a more of a buffoon because he's gonna be one of 4 people ever impeached.
It's one of 3, I think.
Is it 3
Yeah.
or is it
Bill Clinton, right?
Bill
Yeah.
Clinton? I think
Yeah.
Nixon was never impeached.
No, he.
He
I
didn't
think
go
it's
to trial.
No,
I
he's,
think
He
he-
resigned, right?
he resigned.
Yeah.
I think it's 3, but
Well,
And Andrew
What's-
Jackson or something.
I'm not sure.
I don't even know.
He was
I think it's
impeached.
a little bit of a waste of time.
What's happening now is like, until the Democrats send this bill or whatever, this impeachment to the Senate, he's
Right.
not officially impeached. And now they're talking about like
No, he's
potentially
no, he's
not
officially
even-
He just won't leave office,
He's
probably.
officially impeached, but then they have to do it the next stage, which is to sentence him, or like clear the impeachment or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think they just.
What does that
need-
mean?
Yeah, I think
it needs
I
to
think
go
it's
to it needs to go to the Senate and pass the Senate
Right, right,
with
right. So,
2/3.
so are you really impeached if the Senate
Not until
says
that.
no?
Well, I think because
Mm.
it's a legal term,
Right,
right?
right,
So I
right.
think yes, he's impeached. He's been impeached.
Because this is the same thing Clinton went through. He
Like,
was
are you
technically
charged
impeached.
and then
yeah,
acquitted?
But he
and
never
then-
left
and he got
office.
acquitted by the Senate.
Right.
So same thing.
Which is going to happen.
But what
He's
they're
going to be
what they're
acquitted.
saying
Yes,
is
but I
that
think it's a legacy issue. So I don't know if it's a waste of time because
True.
it's going to
But
hurt his legacy quite a bit. And
A little
I know
bit,
Trump
yeah.
cares about his legacy.
He does, but he doesn't. Because he's done a lot of things that are like shitty that just get washed out.
Yeah, but no, I
Right,
think
like-
I think he 100% does. But he's
Really?
also like an irrational actor who
Yeah,
says
like he
dumb shit all the time.
cares.
And so that
but-
doesn't mean he doesn't care about his legacy. That means
No,
he
yeah,
says
yeah.
dumb things.
Right.
Yeah, I say dumb things and I care about my legacy.
Do you think it's a waste of time though?
It depends what you mean by waste of time. Waste of whose time?
Like everybody's time.
taxpayers' dollars and
They're all-
Government
they're all
and-
doing waste of time shit.
But
Yeah.
what's happening
Yeah.
right now is like the Nancy Pelosi. She's
Yeah.
like the leader of the Democrats,
Right.
House Speaker or whatever.
Yeah.
She might not even send that package to the Senate.
Mhm.
Like they're just sitting on it, right?
Right.
So it's
Right.
like it was sort of a bluff. Like why even
Right.
go through that whole procedure
'Cause
just
I
to
feel
like
like
stall it?
There's only a downfall.
And I
to
think
this.
it's just going to
What do you
make
mean
them
there's
look
only
bad
downfall?
when it gets slapped down, right?
Well, the downfall is like, I think for the average person doesn't care about this shit. They went through the Russian thing. I think the elections coming up.
I think you're.
Is it going to look like a win for him when this gets washed away? Then what do they have? What do they have to
Yeah.
like?
Like
I
they
don't-
wasted
I don't
point their
know.
fingers.
Years.
I don't know enough. Like so on your point,
Yeah,
if you statistically,
yeah,
the majority does still think he should be impeached.
right.
I think it's like 40, 48, 46 right now.
Mhm.
It's been slowly kind of going back to the center.
Right.
But after the Ukraine stuff dropped, it was like 50-40 should be
Right.
impeached. But it's
But
just
it's
like
slowly.
you're right that I think the American people are kind of annoyed by it, or but
Yeah.
not on a majority.
Because what at
basis.
least it comes off, if anything, what it comes off is it doesn't come off like you're some like I'm holding up justice. It comes
Mhm.
off as a very like, fuck you, Trump. We're gonna get you at some point.
And
And I don't think people like that.
well,
That's
like,
how it
like
comes
I
off.
said,
I'm not saying that's what
yeah,
they're doing.
Like I said, statistically,
Yeah.
the majority of Americans still think he should be impeached. It's close still. It's like 48-46.
Right, but I mean,
But
statistically,
but-
most people didn't even want him to be president. So like, I don't care. Right.
Yeah,
Didn't he,
but
like,
I
lose
was
the
going to say
popularity?
to back up your point,
Right.
I think 40%
Right.
46% don't support Trump or don't think
Right,
he's a good
right,
job,
right.
something like that.
Right.
And
Right.
40% do, but he seems to be always at 40%.
Depends on whose poll you're looking at too, though.
It's an aggregate poll. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, which is what you want to look at, not a single poll. Yeah.
So what do you?
So what I'm saying is
Yeah.
it does seem to be the people who don't support Trump
Mm.
is low or higher than the people who support the impeachment. So like even the people who don't support him, there's some level that they don't support impeachment though. So I would agree at some level
yeah.
they're
Yeah.
yeah.
But do you like?
But I just don't know what
Do
that
you
means.
think
It's a waste of time, or
I mean, as in, like,
I don't know enough.
if they spent the
politics
last
to say it's going to hurt him or help him.
Well, no, but
I think people make these big like leaps, like, oh, it's going to hurt him or it's going to help him, or it's like, I don't know.
no,
based
but
on
looking
what,
at it,
I have no idea.
like, okay, you spent this time doing the Russian thing, and now you spend this time doing the Ukraine thing. What if you just spent the time winning back the people? Would that have been a better strategy for your party?
What do you mean by that? But give me an example of what they would do to win back the people.
I don't know, like,
Focus on platform.
yeah, focus on platform. Maybe push Bernie a little
But
better.
they don't have a person to rally behind yet. So
No, but
what do you
you're-
mean?
well,
They
I
have different
think that's-
platforms. They have different
no,
platforms. So
they
I'm not
do,
sure
but,
what
like-
Yeah, a little bit.
So I'm not sure what that means. Focus on platform.
Find a better candidate to run for.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
agree, but
They
I
don't
think
have
that's
a
too
clear
late.
front runner, and yeah, it is too late.
Yeah. So I don't know.
All right, predictions for
I
2020.
guess I don't know. Predictions.
Predictions.
He gets elected.
November.
Trump.
I agree.
Actually,
Unless there's some
I just saw 80
catastrophe.
Astro, and if he's really going to do the Space Force, might be
It's happening.
2020.
It's
I
already
think
$40
I think
million
he,
for the Space Force.
He's pretty anti NASA though. Like he did a lot of cutting of NASA. I think originally.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, immediately. Just because
Well,
he claims
Space
Space
Force is
Force.
cool.
I
It
don't know.
started, yeah.
But,
it started.
Yeah.
It's an
predictions?
official branch.
If I were to bet, if I had like
It looks,
a ton of money,
it
I had to
looks
bet.
like it's gonna
I'd
be
bet he's
a
going to get
Biden
elected
and
again.
Bernie
Yeah.
race more and more.
If it's
Wait.
Biden, I would bet on Trump winning. To be honest.
I think he has a worse shot than Bernie, but I don't know. Just because I've been I look at polls of Trump's support almost every day,
Right.
and he never gets past 40%.
Right.
So he would have to do like, I mean, he's really good at debating. I think.
I think he destroy.
Yeah. So he might not matter,
Whatever.
but so
Sleepy Joe.
far,
Bernie's got the best shot. I think.
I think statistically it seems.
Is he a
that
great
he's gonna lose
debater?
no matter who goes up, but
Or I feel like Trump just stonewalls people. Like he just insults and then
Yeah, he
shuts you
uses-
down and like
he uses-
makes you feel like you just can't come back
he
from
uses
it.
the
Like
Tyler tactic. He narrows in on one thing and just hammers it until
Yeah.
you give up.
And then you win. So.
and you're the president.
Yeah, and then I'm the president. I don't know.
President of Debate Club.
Is
right
that a
now.
wrong tactic? Or I don't know.
He's influencing a generation.
What'd you think?
I think that Trump will likely win 2020.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be mostly driven by the economy. So if there's no catastrophe, if there's no recession
Which
in
they're
2020,
predicting it's not going to happen now.
yeah. So
I'm not saying it's not going to, but
like,
it totally flipped.
people care about their
Well,
money.
it won't happen. It won't happen in time anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like economies take a long time to
Right.
to adjust. There's like a 6-month year adjustment period where people start to feel it.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know much about it. I'm not good at economists.
All right.
That'd be a good debate topic, though. I was thinking about that.
Not good. I don't know. I fucking suck at that shit.
Yeah, but you'd get to learn a lot.
Well, we can move on.
Left versus right.
Well, what's your
economics?
prediction?
Hot take for you, Ian?
Well, I had some. I gave them to Tyler, but I didn't write them down. They're on my phone.
I don't remember.
You didn't write any of these down?
Hold on.
No, but I think that'd be a good debate topic. Left versus right economics.
Are you good with economics?
No.
Yeah, neither am
I have opinions,
you
but
know a lot more than me. I just feel like yours sounds like too convenient, too obvious that there's something that you're missing.
That's so ridiculous because right side economics is the obvious one when people talk about, oh, it's like a house. You got to balance your credit card, and you're like,
No,
that's not how economics
that's-
work. That's convenient and
yeah,
too obvious.
I think
I'm
when we
not
talk
saying-
about economics
I
or
don't
just
wanna say
politics,
right and left. Like
but the
that.
right side, that's a very big talking point.
it's
Sure.
just
Balance
it's
your
more
credit card.
complicated than we can even fathom to like.
Yeah.
There's no simple solution. So like
Right.
Well,
debating it can be fun, but I don't think we really know like
I don't know anything.
Yeah.
how big this problem is. you
Yeah,
know?
no, I was debating like simple things like, do you spend in a recession?
Okay.
And the answer is generally yes.
Yeah.
Most
Yeah,
economics
yeah,
would
yeah,
That's
say
pretty
yes.
basic.
Yeah, it's very basic economics. But for some reason, the right side says no.
Right.
You don't spend in a recession. You gotta save for a rainy day, though. The rainy day is today.
Cut taxes,
Yeah, cut taxes.
Yeah,
cut
cut a
services.
bunch of shit. Yeah,
That
I don't see how
actually-
that's gonna work.
cut red tape,
No.
get out of the way,
Yeah.
Seems
get
weird.
government out of the way.
Like what Kenny's doing.
Well, it does seem weird, but then
Yeah.
when you realize that he's also trying to restructure campaign financing so
Right.
that he can get paid by big corporations, then it doesn't seem so weird that he's cutting taxes.
It seems
and then
smart
paying
almost.
for it. Yeah. That's smart. I don't know about smart, greedy, underhanded,
Okay, I got.
immoral.
What's the rudest thing somebody's ever done to you? That's the thing you asked me.
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm gonna need a second to think about this.
You know, I
You
didn't,
drug
I didn't,
blanks.
I didn't think of something off the top of my head.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Well, I got stalked. That was probably the worst thing I ever went through in my life.
Yeah.
That's probably
Tell us about
That's
it.
rude or just?
It's pretty
That's
rude. I think it was pretty
fascinating.
rude.
Yeah.
Well, you guys both heard the story, but I'll finish the story because I never finished the story in that last podcast. But
Well, we never heard the last podcast.
good point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
we
finished
can
it.
revisit abortion today if you'd like to talk about abortion.
We could.
Because that one got deleted. Okay, so the rudest thing, is I got stalked one summer. Slept with a girl, then she ruined my life for 2 months.
Nice.
She went out of the way. She made fake Facebook accounts, fake cousins, followed me to work, took pictures outside my house.
I didn't hear the followed you to work.
Oh, yeah, so I worked at, do you remember when I worked at TELUS?
Nope.
Okay, so I worked at West Ed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
I
I
thought you
worked in a
meant the-
kiosk
yeah,
in
yeah.
between these escalators. And this time she came, first I got a picture of her sitting on my car. So she found my
You know
car.
what? Just to pause you.
Yeah, yeah.
I was thinking, like, today or yesterday, I was
What
like,
was
what the hell did Tyler do in the early 20s for a job? And I could not think of what the hell you did for, like, ever.
Yeah, that's why I was at
How did
cell
you do
phone
that?
companies for a long time.
From what age to what age? What'd you do from 18?
I don't remember.
Did you work
I
at
think I
Sil-
jumped around a lot
Oh, no, you worked at Chili's? Bartender?
for a little bit. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was for a little bit.
Yeah.
Jumped around.
Jumped
And
around.
then he sold cell phones. I remember.
Sold cell
Cell
phones.
phones?
Rogers.
For how
It's
long?
good money. I was at TELUS for a while, and then I went to Rogers for a little while. Manager
I
for
could
a little
not
while.
think of what the hell you did. When did
Yeah.
you get a job with Richard?
It was right after
year?
that. It was
Yeah,
like
it was right after.
2011, 2012 maybe.
That. Yeah.
Did it for a year.
Yeah.
Only a
Survey.
year?
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it
you
was
started
only a year.
personal training?
Yep.
Oh. Good history.
Yeah. Fun fact.
The rest is history.
Yeah, but anyways, this girl came to my work
Yeah.
and she sent me a picture of her sitting on my car. So she found my car at West Ed.
Yeah.
So she fucking went around the mall and found it.
Yeah.
Took a picture of her sitting on it, sent it to me. And then I was in between two escalators
Yeah.
and she went up and down, circled my kiosk
Yeah.
for like
It's like staring at you, like
Yeah, yeah,
as
like
she's
5
going
minutes.
down. She's like looking. As she's coming up, she's like looking.
Yeah, she found out where I lived, took a picture of her outside my house.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How did she find all this stuff? I'm impressed.
I changed my number like
I'm
8
impressed.
times. You remember when I was changing my number all the time?
Oh, I remember you doing your Facebook a lot.
Yeah, it was because of her changing my name on Facebook and stuff. Because she would like send
So
me. She would
the
send me a
sex was
message.
that good, I guess, eh?
Yeah, I guess it must have fucking been amazing.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't want to brag, but I mean, like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Have you guys ever got
Yeah.
a girl stalk you? I don't
Yeah, I mean,
know.
really, like that's it. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
but the worst thing she did,
Yeah.
is she found. Do you remember Lindsay?
Yep.
Okay, so I wasn't with her at the time. We broke up, but we were
Sure.
like talking about getting back together. She found out I had an ex.
Yeah.
Found out who she was, and I'm at John's house.
Yeah.
And I get a call from Lindsay
Mhm.
at like 1:30 in the morning, and she's like, yeah, this girl just came up to me and told me you drugged and raped her.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not funny. Not funny.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be
I was
laughing.
like, no, I didn't do that.
No.
She's outside your house, like just waiting for people to go in.
No. This was like she was at a bar,
Oh.
and she like found her at this bar.
She knew this.
Yeah,
Your
that's what I mean.
current-
She
your
found
current-
out- No, she found out I had my current ex. Found out who she was. Found her at a bar, and then told her there. And then I got a call from her while she's at the bar. Yeah.
Isn't it weird that stalkers, they don't know if they should love you or hate you? They don't know what to do.
Fun,
Right?
That's perfect because I used to get messages.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I would get a message being like, I love you," and I'd be like, "Fuck you, like go away." And she's like, "What do you think I like you or something?" Like it's fucking weird.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
okay, if you hate me, like leave me
Well,
alone.
you could never get with this. You could never go with this again, Tyler.
yeah. Like fucking leave me
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah, I didn't even come.
Oh, the worst thing she did was right in the beginning. She made this fake Facebook account,
Yeah.
and it was her cousin.
Yeah.
And I was getting this message.
Like she added you.
Yeah, like
She,
I
like,
got this
sent you a
ad.
friend.
Yeah, friend request, and then a message. And so this cousin had one picture, and then one friend, and it was her.
Yeah.
Right. So I already knew.
Yeah, mastermind.
So she was like
Mastermind.
messaging me. Oh yeah, so fucking genius,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And she's messaging me, being like, "Oh, sorry, she's just like she really likes you, whatever."
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like, "Yeah, I know, but this
Was
is
it a
just
girl or a boy cousin?
girl."
Do you
The
still have?
next
Do you
day-
still have these messages?
No. The
No.
next
He deleted
day,
his Facebook a lot.
the next day, I get a call from an unknown number from the girl that I stalked, and she's crying, like bubbling, crying on the phone. And she's like, "Oh my God, I just need somebody to talk to. My cousin just got in a car accident and died." And I went to the cousin's page, and she wrote on her wall saying, "I can't believe you're gone." Yeah, so she killed her off within a day. And yeah, and I
She
played
wanted
stupid,
you to come
like,
be like supportive.
Yeah, be supportive. Yeah.
I may have had to stop
Brush
when
her
you
hair
told me
and-
the first time, but it is really funny to think of her like going to sleep and be like, "I've got it."
That's what I
Get
mean.
'em.
That's why I wanted
this was
to
all
write a
thought about.
poem
Yeah.
from her perspective.
I've got it.
I
know
had
what
an
to do.
idea to write
I
a
know what
poem
to do.
about this from her perspective, about what she was thinking when she was doing all this shit. And that's the exact reason. It was like, what were the thought process when you were like threatening to kill yourself and shit like that? Like, why?
She did not have a lot of free will.
No, I know.
Did not
And
have
you
a
know now,
measure of
but
free
now
will.
I'm a little
She
more
was
empathetic.
acting
I just feel
emotionally.
lucky I wasn't her.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you guys? What was the rudest thing somebody ever did to you?
This is boring as fuck, but I can't think of anything. Like
There's
my
gotta be
life,
something.
my life is like, I don't think people have
I
been
don't
that
know.
rude to me. I really don't. Like I can't really think of.
Really?
Yeah, I
Think
can't.
one thing somebody did that was really rude.
I
I've
can
spent too
think-
much
I
time
can
like
think of
up
one
in the
in
bush
junior
by
high.
myself.
In junior high, so that these girls came up to me in junior high and were like, "Show us your penis,"
Okay.
right?
And you're like, sure.
Well, yeah, I was like, no problem. I'm doing well, right? So I do it in like this is grade 8 or something,
Right.
and then I think they're just little girls and they didn't know what to do, so they just started laughing.
Right. So you
Right?
showed them,
So I showed
Oh,
them.
you
and
whipped
then-
it out.
Yeah, I did it.
and they started laughing at you.
Yeah, I think it's just like, well, what do you do now?
Yeah,
I don't think they thought ahead.
Yeah.
Were
It
you?
just- it
How
just-
did you feel
that
when they
was weird.
started laughing at you?
Fine. I
Okay.
didn't think they were
Okay.
laughing because they're
Oh.
like it wasn't like
Yeah.
That's the rudest
ah.
thing somebody's ever done to you?
No.
Oh,
But then,
okay.
But
It's
then
coming.
some guy heard that they were laughing and then told the whole school I had a small penis.
Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah, and then I was sick.
And at that time, it's like a big deal not to have a small penis.
Yeah, and plus I didn't know if I did or not.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't know until after. It's packing some heat. But shout out. But so I was sick after too, and I didn't know he was telling everyone this, right? So I was sick the day after it was like a camp thing, weekend camp or like out to red.
Yeah.
And then I was sick the next day, so people thought I didn't come because I was like embarrassed and like I just didn't even know. I didn't know people were even saying anything. So I got back to school and everyone thought I had a small penis,
Oh, that's rough.
and no one even
Within
seen
a day.
it for
And you're
another
like-
4 or 5 years.
That's rough. You know, I didn't know I had a small
Now-
dick
now that-
until I saw. Do you remember Black Ben?
Yep.
Okay, so I went to a party with that guy. Little fun story. John can verify this. This is a true story.
I don't think you have a small penis. I've seen your penis fully erect.
Well, okay, but it's small compared to like you
Black
have,
Ben.
Actually,
I
that is
have.
true. You
Black
have.
Ben.
Black Ben. So I go to this party in Lagolindo.
I did see it across the hall though. It was across the hall.
Yeah, I walked past your computer room, right? You were watching Louis C.K. while I was walking past you.
Fully erect, walking around.
Yeah.
Whose
It's a
house
whole
was this?
other story. Yeah, I was at his place. Okay, so anyways.
We're Escobar brothers.
So Black Ben.
That
Oh,
one.
okay.
Yeah.
We are too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was that? Oh, yes.
Camp.
Oh, yes.
Camp.
Yes.
Camp.
yes.
Yeah, don't
okay.
shout anyone out there.
No.
Camp.
Okay, so Black Ben. So I go to this party
Yeah.
and
Stole your water.
I haven't seen a
Or
black
what?
guy's dick except for in porn. So like it's just like a stereotype that they have massive dicks.
Yep.
And I thought I had a big dick.
Yeah.
And I'm upstairs and I come downstairs and Ben is at the table with a computer in front of him.
And he's going, what?
Standing up.
No, he's sitting, and I thought he was in a fight with another black guy, but he was masturbating. Like it was, and I swear to God, he was like fucking knocking himself in the chin. It was the biggest fucking thing I ever seen, and he's just masturbating at the
Yeah.
fucking table,
That's weird.
at the fucking table. But you remember Ben? Dick, this big.
Do you remember Ben?
No joke, this fucking big, massive. And then
Massive.
from then on, I'm like, I don't
And
have
that's
a big
the worst
dick.
thing anyone
Feeling
could have done to you.
inadequate. Yeah.
It's the word. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not the worst thing. You gotta have something. How about
Um,
how about like when you're trying to masturbate, three guys like break your window, and get in
that
your
was.
room.
Oh yeah, when I had a party at my house, and then
We were
these
talking about this
three
earlier.
You were
clowns.
masturbating?
Yeah,
Oh,
I thought he was trying to fuck a chick, but no, he was just trying to masturbate.
Really?
all the girls had left by then.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Like
jerking
19.
with all your
And
Yeah,
we're like,
no,
we're
no,
not
okay.
gonna let him do that.
I remember this. I remember
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
I don't
How did-
remember. I don't really
I
remember.
had
it.
locked-
I didn't remember. I would never remember it again.
It's an
unless you
awkward
brought it
fucking
up.
story,
Yeah.
actually.
Go
But
ahead. Tell us from your point.
I
of
think
view.
it was it? Did someone break a window that night?
Yeah,
At my-
Bryce
I-
broke a window.
I had a party at
How
my
did you break
house.
it?
My parents
We
were
were trying
gone.
to get back in the window
Oh, well,
or out of the
how
window
did
because
how
we
did we
climbed
get
the
off?
roof.
Yeah, you guys. Okay, so everyone had gone
Wow.
to bed. You guys were sticking around,
Yes.
and then I'm in my parents' room, like going to bed. You guys are in the
Not going to
basement
bed.
or something,
Yeah.
not going to bed.
Yeah, you weren't.
How long have you guys known each other at this point? Not very long, right?
No, I think it was
no,
a
it's a
couple
little while.
years.
Yeah,
At
really?
least a couple
Yeah,
years
That
at
was
that point.
2000. Oh, I'm probably because that's 2012. No, that was
2011.
Hmm?
That was 2011. I think that picture said.
no. I looked at 2009.
Oh yeah, maybe 2009.
So, but I would have known you for 3 years, I think.
Mhm.
You know, 2006.
Right.
So, anyways, I'm trying to get to bed, and then next thing you know, 3 guys come rushing in through like we have a patio door in my parents' room with like a
That's
balcony, and they come like rushing through. I had no idea how you guys got there. Apparently, I'd like climbed out of a window
Yeah.
onto the roof, which is dangerous as fuck because you're all
Yeah.
drunk.
Yeah.
Around, up over the house,
Yeah.
onto the patio, through the
And you were
sliding door.
pissed.
That I was so pissed.
He was so.
I was
Really?
so
I don't
pissed.
remember this at all.
You don't remember
Yeah.
that?
I don't remember. I remember that it happened,
Oh,
but I don't
so
remember
pissed.
it at
Yeah.
all.
Because
And
I
think,
was
yeah,
like,
somebody broke the
I was
window.
doing some stuff, and then
Started
and then like you guys
Did we
come
know?
running
Did
in.
we know? You
Yeah,
were,
we knew.
How did
we
you
could
know?
tell?
I don't know why we knew, but we knew that's what you're
No,
doing.
we
That's why we
knew-
wanted
How
to
did you
go.
know? Like
Before,
you
or
could
did
get
we
in.
know?
Oh, I don't know how we knew that.
No, did we?
But you locked us out, so we're
I
like,
had
fuck
locked.
that.
I
We're,
had locked like.
yeah, so
my
we're like,
parents'
we're
door.
gonna climb through the.
I don't think we knew
Fuck.
what you're doing. I think
Maybe
we
not.
just-
Yeah,
we
you were
knew.
just.
No,
I think
I
you
remember
just locked
knowing.
us out.
How did you? No,
And then
I
I
think
know, we knew.
I think you're just like.
Because in my memory, I think I would have remembered even if we caught him. I don't remember we even caught him.
Oh.
Did we?
No, we did.
Yeah.
we
Embarrassing.
You,
knew?
no, because I do remember that he was trying to do something and he was locking us out. So I remember, I think it was like a joke that he was like, "I'm going to masturbate now." Like,
And then he was like,
and
you're
then
like,
and
you're
we're like,
"What?
and then he
Might
locked
as
us
well."
out of the room. So we're like, we're
Might as
gonna go
well.
because why else are we trying to
Oh
like
god,
yeah.
this is
bug him
embarrassing.
while he's sleeping, right?
I was concerned. Like
So
you
now
guys
your
could have
parents know
fallen
why
off the
your window
roof.
broke.
I've only ever had like 2 parties at that house, and one of the windows actually got smashed.
Yeah.
And then
was
obviously
a
my
different-
parents,
Yeah,
different party, like
Oh,
high
okay.
school. Parents found out about that.
Right.
Because these parties were supposed to be like under the rug, like nobody really knows. And not like
Right.
they were ragers, but
Yeah.
things always happened and
Oh yeah, this rug.
always got exposed.
some rug stuff. What you said?
Nothing about a rug.
No?
A window though
A window.
got broken.
I remember you being
Anyway,
pretty pissed about the window. Not about us.
you might have been
jumping
at that other part. Yeah, because I had a hard time, I think, getting it back together.
Yeah.
You popped out the screen. You know, like it fucking probably had fallen down onto the ground. Yeah.
in. Yeah. No.
That's so
I don't
dangerous.
remember.
You guys
It
are
was so dumb.
so
But
dumb.
But the only like
I
that's
don't know
why
how
we
you knew-
knew he was doing
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
because
yeah.
I don't know
that's
how
why
you
we
knew
wanted to go.
Okay. Well, I got
that
two-
you could get in through the sliding door,
I got
like
two
because
follow-up
I should have
questions for
locked
you
We
guys.
that.
probably went outside and we're like, okay, we can do this.
I got 2 follow-up questions for you guys.
Yeah.
What's the most dangerous thing you've ever done?
Probably go on a roof so I can try to.
That's
find
the
if
most
I was-
dangerous?
No, probably. I can think of other
Probably unprotected sex. Honestly,
Like, really,
yeah.
though?
No, seriously,
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
life
Yeah.
changing.
shit. Yeah.
That's
yeah. But
yeah.
what's the
I
statistic?
won't do
like
that
a little
anymore.
funner,
But
like
no,
a
what's
funner
the
one. Yeah,
statis-
yeah.
It can be
statistics?
fun. Statistically, like you
It's
could.
hard to get
Okay,
pregnant.
I got
Pretty
one.
low.
I got one. I got one.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think that's a high
Okay.
statistics.
With my job, northern Alberta, cutting down trees,
yeah.
like chainsawing, like
yeah.
potentially. There's so much potential for this tree to like land on me,
Yeah.
especially because I had like 0 training whatsoever, just like with
I
the
do remember
chainsaw.
that. They're just
I
like,
remember
go out
watching
there
like YouTube videos like how to cut down trees,
Mhm.
and then like going and doing
big
it for
trees.
myself. The huge trees,
Fucking crazy.
huge. So
But nothing happened.
no,
No.
I did all right. There's some close calls, but
I
got pretty good.
Was very messed up, and I jumped off a balcony on like the 15th floor, and then turned and caught the end, like in air, like jumped like off it like this, and turned and grabbed the end. Yeah, I don't know why.
15th floor.
When was that?
Like 100% would have died. This is like 2012, 2013, 2013.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You're pretty fucked up.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And this was for some laughs of people you were with, trying to get laid.
I have no
Be
idea.
impressive?
I couldn't think of why I did it. My friend was like, "Holy fuck, never do that again." But it was
Were
really
you on
cool.
the other side of the balcony? Like you jumped and
I
turned
literally
around?
jumped over, turned around in the air, and grabbed the end. And
Like
then climbed back up.
parkour kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell. It scares me every once in a while.
You're
to
like,
think
why
about
did
it.
I do that?
Yeah,
right?
Oh,
one
yeah,
because
yeah.
it's like so insane to do,
Yeah.
and I can't think of why I would do that. Obviously, I did it because it was like impressive. a
Some
little
other
bit.
multiverse.
Some
You're on
level.
mushrooms.
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm a bird.
Yeah, that's another way you can
Think of it.
get free will. You're able to make
multiverse?
both choices, and whatever choice you choose creates that universe.
Crazy universe.
Yeah.
Uh,
Boom, roasted. Yeah.
I don't-
What's
so the most dangerous thing, like
Yeah.
where I almost died. I don't know if I could think of one.
Shout out Josh though. He listens to our podcast. He was there when I did this.
Oh, shout out Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the one who went.
Can't think of one.
Never do that again. But it was really fucking cool.
The adrenaline must have been pumping.
Well, a lot of things were pumping.
Yeah, that's the thing. Your adrenaline probably wasn't pumping, eh? You were so fucked up. You
Well,
didn't
no, my
even think how
adrenaline was
dangerous
on
it
a
was.
10
Was it?
all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You were super like anxious all the time, eh?
No, just drugs.
Oh, I see. I can't think of something right now.
No?
No.
Okay, what's the dumbest thing you've ever done drunk?
Have unprotected.
Or
sex.
craziest thing? Craziest thing or dumbest thing? Either one.
Probably when I let you drive my motorcycle
Oh.
when you were on drugs
Yeah.
one night,
Yeah.
Oh, you. Were
I
pissed
hurt my
about that.
finger,
and
right,
I
or
was
something?
also. Oh fuck!
Or
that
did
was-
you? Yeah.
But he didn't like crash a crash.
You're
Didn't
like,
he just
no,
like
no.
skid something?
Well,
No,
I had a
fell?
lock on the back tire.
Right.
This is how it all started.
Oh, you forgot there's a lock.
Yeah, we forgot that there was a
Because
lock on the back
actually
tire.
had no problem driving a motorcycle. I mean, maybe
no,
with that state.
you had a problem.
You had a lock on the back.
We almost crashed into like 3 walls.
Yeah.
And we went maybe
I
100.
could probably
100
barely
meters.
walk at a time.
You're like, I used to ride
Dirt bikes all the
bikes
time,
out
yeah.
on the farm.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, sure, man.
Just bragging.
Feeling good.
Yeah.
I'm like, here, let's do it. So we get out there. Forgot
Yeah.
that there's a lock on the back tire, like a bike lock that went
Right,
through
right,
the
right.
spokes, through the tire. So I like fired
did
up. I'm
did
like,
it tear
"Get
up
on."
the spokes then?
It fucking. Okay, so what happened was, you got on. I'm like, yeah, just rev it up, go over this way. So you start driving it, and you gun it,
too hard.
and then
yeah.
this thing, like, if you throw like something through some spokes, it will stop the bike.
Right.
Right.
So it was like, and we had
Right,
no
like,
idea.
did a little
Yeah,
this.
like you
Yeah.
maybe went like 10 or 15
Yeah.
meters, and then didn't even really clue into what had happened.
Yeah.
And that should have been enough of a reason to like stop.
Like neither
right?
of us noticed
let's-
there was a bike
Right.
lock in the back tire.
So what? So this thing's jammed. It's jammed now in the back tire. So I'm there on the ground, like I open up the lock, put the code in.
Yeah.
Now I'm ripping on it,
Yeah.
and it's tight. We finally get it out.
Yeah.
And that should have been like enough of a reason to stop. Okay, let's get this thing
Oh,
out
so
of
we
here.
tried again.
You tried again, and it got worse. It got worse.
Oh,
This is.
I remember that. Oh my god.
And then
remember
you,
him bitching
I'm like,
about it. I
I'm like,
wasn't there.
there's people watching. I'm like, could have called the cops. Like we had
Yeah,
both
yeah.
had a drink. we're, I'm not driving at this point, but it's my property,
Yeah.
so I'm responsible. right?
Yeah.
And
And
you
it-
don't have a bike license or nothing
No.
like that.
No, I can't believe you did that and you're like, try it again.
Yeah. No, I think
Yeah,
you.
that's
I
my
think,
bad.
I think you were like, yeah, let's give it a go. I'm like,
Yeah.
just go down the alley. So you start like puttering down the alley. I don't
Yeah.
even think you had.
I actually don't think I hit anything,
Might
though,
even-
but I remember I scraped my hand on the alley
the
wall.
wall, yeah, because you're like bumping into the wall to
Yeah,
stay
yeah.
balanced.
Yeah.
And then like we parked the bike over in the
Yeah,
corner,
yeah.
and then we went into Halo, and then I had a panic
Fucking
attack.
Halo.
I had a panic attack because I'm like, if anybody saw that or saw our plates, they're gonna call the cops and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they're gonna trace it back to me. So I like left the club to go move the bike just to hide it because I was like
yeah.
super paranoid at that point, right?
Oh,
like
man.
super
Getaway driver.
paranoid.
You see get
Yeah.
paranoid all the time.
So that was the stupidest thing I've ever done. And there's like
Mm.
more to that story which I can't put on the internet, but
What's your
that's the
okay? I
gist.
got one. What's the since we're all together?
Yeah.
It's been a while since we all been together.
Yeah.
What's your favorite story that we're all involved in? I already know mine.
the story we're making right now.
Oh, romantic.
Wow.
Oh, this is good. This is good.
I enjoyed the first time we met.
I was gonna ask I don't remember the first time.
It's when we went to Keegan's house to look for ghosts.
You already talked
Oh,
about
yeah,
this
yeah.
on the
Oh, yeah, I
podcast.
did know
People
that.
don't want to hear this again.
Yeah, no, okay, yeah.
That's
probably
I've
my
heard
I
favorite
did
this.
one,
remember
though.
the first time then.
It started good then.
Yeah.
I would
That was so fun.
maybe Sasquatch. I don't know. Sasquatch was okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I was pretty
It
fucked
wasn't
up,
the
so.
wasn't the
Yeah.
best ever, but
Yeah.
I think
not a
just
bad
maybe
experience
some
there.
nights out
Yeah, they're just
downtown.
like classic nights, but I don't remember like
going
which
at-
one would be the
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. I only could think of I can't think of many moments, but I know there's lots. Nights at Halo, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm sticking with my ghost one. That's my favorite.
yeah, but I think even nights were as all three of us usually I'd split up or something like would happen. So it wasn't like it's not in my mind as like a us three night.
It's not the Three Musketeers
know what I
like
mean?
going out into the
It's
night.
like we're doing all crazy things and parties and stuff. So I'm not thinking. I can't.
Well, you were
think
too cool for us most of the time, anyway.
I know.
We were always gone working, man. Like we were working, we were out of town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't.
Ian
working,
was
just having
partying every
having a
day.
blast. I have a Mexico story. Did I ever tell you guys about a Mexico trip I went on?
When you got your bank card stolen?
Yeah, I told you that.
I know it, yeah.
I never told you, Tyler.
No, I don't think I know this
It's a
story.
pretty ridiculous story. It was Christmas Day, 2000.
You're down there with your mom, right?
Yeah, 2015. Yeah, 2015. And so my mom gets sick, and so she's like, here's $100 US to just like have a fun day, right? Like I gotta go back,
Right.
whatever. So it's like 7 in the morning, and I just start drinking at like 7 in the morning, walking Cabo, and then I go to do like a Sea-Doo. What are they called? Sea-Doos?
Sea-Doo, yeah.
Sea-Doo. So I do a Sea-Doo a little bit, but when I go by, the guy's like, hey, do you want some E? Of course, I'm like, yeah, sure. We'll take some E.
At the time.
Throw it in there. He's like, oh no, because he's like, oh, do you want a 6-pack for this Sea-Doo?
Oh, I see.
Right, it's from the back so you can
Drinking
drive
and driving.
Yeah,
like-
yeah, he doesn't. Well, he's gonna sell me some E. He doesn't give a fuck.
Was he the
but
guy?
selling-
Was
I
he
like, yeah.
renting? Was
He's like, I'll throw some E in it, and I was like, okay. So he just like gives me an E too, and so I.
This
Sea-Doo a
sounds.
bit.
This sounds like the motorcycle story.
I know, but I do. I go into Sea-Doo.
It's like I drive these all the time.
Yeah.
No
I love
alley
this.
walls to crash
I don't even know
into.
what they're called. But anyway, so he gives it to me, and I just put it in my pocket, whatever. I have some beers, and then I go to a little island, and I actually write my first novel there. Like I write the concept.
Oh,
For
really?
the first novel. So that's not a bad day, but it gets crazy. So then I just get drunk, and I just like go back. It's probably like noon now, and I walk around, and in there, every single guy in Cabo who's on the street tries to sell you coke. And so I realized, oh, they just give you samples. So I'm just gonna walk around and get all samples of coke from random guys, just over and over. Yeah, and
I can't believe I haven't heard the story.
no, it's a very crazy story.
Yeah.
It gets better.
It gets a lot better. This is like the early trailer.
Right.
It just keeps ramping up. But so I just hang out on the beach and I talk to people and I'm just like doing whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's probably like 8 p.m. and I see this like I have a little bit of coke on me and I see this guy walking. He's like all tattooed, like tattoos on his head, bald. He's like almost like a cholo, like native
Right.
to the area.
Yeah.
And I go up to him and I just because that's the guy you see and you're like that guy would be fun.
Oh man.
I go up to him I'm like
It's
hey.
the drugs talking.
Yeah, I go up to him and I'm like, hey, what are you doing, man? And he's like, I don't know, just like going off the beach and like coming off the beach doing whatever. I was like, you want to hang out? And he's like, okay. And then I was like, you want to go to a bar? And he's like, yeah, I'll go to a bar.
Man.
So we're walking and then I'm like, hey, do you do coke at all? And he's like, yeah, sure.
Is this one of those vacation makeout stories that you always tell us
No,
about?
very
Is
close.
this a
though.
Frank Ocean thing?
Very close. No. So then he's like, we do a little bump. Of course he does.
Right.
You can tell.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is shit's garbage. Like, I'll get you so much better shit. Do you want to come with me to this small little town? And I was like, yeah, sure.
Oh God.
let's
man.
do it.
I'd be so paranoid at this point. I'd be having.
I'm not even a little bit paranoid at this point. I'm just like
Really?
this is fun, whatever this is.
I'm living.
Yeah.
Vacation Cabo.
Yeah,
YOLO.
yeah. So then he's like, okay, we gotta go my Jeep. So we get to his Jeep and
That's sketchy as fuck, bro.
he's gonna break into the back of his Jeep. So it
Oh
opens up
my
his Jeep.
God.
He crawls through, lets me in, and I get in. He's got a hot wire.
So you can't even get out.
So
if-
he's hot wiring his.
the
Jeep,
only way to get out
and
is
we're
through
still
the back
calling this-
door.
We're still calling this his Jeep.
Well, it's his Jeep now. It was not his Jeep prior to that.
What were you thinking at the time? Like,
Man, Mexico's weird.
yeah.
I just thought that's what he must have lost his key.
They just
Mexico's
save money
strange.
on. Yeah. They
Yeah,
just,
yeah. I didn't think about it at all. And actually, somebody told me when I told the story like 2 years ago. They're like, oh no, he stole that Jeep. Because I was like, no, he didn't steal a Jeep. He had his stuff in it and everything. And they're like, no, he stole a Jeep like maybe like 2 weeks ago or a month ago or something. He stole a Jeep at some point.
Right.
And I was like, well, like, that makes
And he
sense.
just
Yeah,
keeps
no
hot
key.
wiring it. Yeah.
Yeah. So then he's like, hey, we'll drive to this town. I'm like, sure. And then we're just chatting and we're having a good time in the car. And we drive to this little small town, like maybe 30 minutes outside of Cabo.
Yeah.
And then he pulls up into a little alleyway. And then like a guy on a motorcycle just, so first he goes, hey, do you have money on you? And I was like, no, I don't have any money. So I at least thought, protect myself a little bit because I have money.
Yeah.
But he's so nice. He goes, I'll just buy you some. And I was like, well, fucking sweet.
That's so nice.
So nice. And then we go to the alley. This guy pulls up. He drops some stuff off for my friend as well.
Right.
But it's meth. So he starts smoking meth beside me. And we're just sitting there, just chatting. And he gets progressively like crazier and crazier. And then he starts crying. And then he's like, sometimes I just have to do really bad things. I'm not a bad person. I just have to do them. And like he's bawling. And then he's like just like giving it all to me. I'm like, I gotta get out of here. Like, so I was like, bro, let's go back to Cabo.
Yeah.
Like, let's go back. And he's like, okay, yeah, let's.
And how far away would you say you are? Like minutes wise?
Yeah, I think like 30 minutes.
Oh fuck.
So like, I have no idea how I'm gonna get back.
Yeah, yeah.
So he goes to try and start up his car again, and it won't start up. It's like, and I'm like, oh fuck.
And you're probably thinking like, I wish he brought his key.
Yeah. yeah. Man, why is Mexico so weird? But you just can't get it started.
Oh,
so I'm
God.
like, oh shit, like
You're
I'm
like
I'm
27 at this point or something. It's not like
Yeah.
you're a naive 19-year-old.
No. No.
Like
No.
you're experienced.
know better.
Yeah, you're experienced
I
enough
have
to
just
like.
a weird thing where like when I am in a different city, like there's just no nose. It's like whatever happens, and I've had it in almost every single city I've ever traveled to, and I shouldn't do it, and I won't ever anymore because I don't really drink. So
Right.
this is probably a good reason.
Yeah, that's a good reason.
Nothing bad's ever happened to me,
Keep going.
but
keep
we'll
going.
see.
Let's see.
But
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
see.
Yeah, we'll
You can
see.
judge.
Whoa, I like that little like. We'll see.
But so it won't
Stay
start.
tuned.
It won't start. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, well, how the fuck am I gonna get out of here? And then these two older white guys are walking suddenly in front of the Jeep that we're in. And I'm like, oh, I know those guys. And he's like, I'm going to go talk to them, right?
Do you? Oh, he
No.
said that.
No, I said that.
Oh, you said that.
And he's like, okay, cool. And then I like come out. I was like, hey man, where are you guys going? And they're like, oh, back to Cabo. And I was like, can I grab a ride with you? This guy's fucking nuts. And they're like, yeah, sure. And I was like, oh, sweet. So I go up there. I was like, yo man, I'm gonna go to Wabo Cabo. When you figure out your car, come meet me at Wabo Cabo because I'm gonna go with these guys. And he's like, oh yeah, no problem. I'm like, I'm never going to Wabo Cabo again.
Right.
So like I go into their car. They drive me back, right? And that's not even the end of the story.
Oh.
But nothing happened. Like I'm an idiot. But I'm
But you
very
made it
lucky.
back.
No problem.
Okay.
But so I popped the E now.
Right.
I'm back. I'm having a good time. I'm like, woo!
Let's get weird
by yourself
again.
again?
Time to get weird
Are you still
again.
with these guys, or you just by
Didn't
yourself
learn
now?
anything. Didn't learn
Yeah.
anything.
Right.
But I'm by myself. These guys dropped me off. Whatever.
Right.
Very nice guys. He's getting a tattoo for his daughter. We happened to be parked in front of a tattoo shop.
Right.
Very lucky. I have no idea how I would have got out of the situation.
Right.
But so anyway, I'm partying. I'm on E. I'm pretty like I don't know what the hell's going on, but I'm having a fun time. And then I realized I want some more Coke. So I go outside of the bar.
Naturally.
Naturally. This night's not over.
Right.
And then so I asked some other guys, hey, do you like some dealers? Because they actually just stand right outside the bar.
Right.
The bouncers don't care at all. They're just like,
Right.
yeah, it's all part of the business.
Yeah.
You know, they'll probably get a little Coke and they'll probably spend a little more money in the bar.
Right.
I don't know how it works, but there's literally just no laws there. It's very strange.
That's not bad. Okay.
So then
Libertarian society.
yeah, I know. That's why everyone's sneaking into Mexico.
Trying to get
from
into-
the US. But I go there, and I go to the guys and I'm like, hey, can I grab some more? I just gotta grab some money. And I try and grab some money. I can't figure it out. I go to another ATM, can't figure it out. So because it's in Spanish, I can't figure out how to work it. And I'm like on another planet.
Right.
So I'm like, hey man, can you help me figure out the ATM? To this guy trying to sell me stuff.
Right.
Another bald guy with tattoos.
I can kind of picture him in my head, but he just looked more like he just looked more normal.
More normal.
But so he helps me figure it out. I take out the money, and I realize he never gave me my. I don't even realize, but he never gave me my credit card back. But I don't notice at all. So he ends up. So I just have like a regular night, and then get home and whatever. Nothing really happened after that. Other than like obviously I was just fucked up talking to everybody.
Right.
But then I realized 4 or 5 days later, back in Edmonton, I was going to buy groceries. I don't have my credit card. For some reason, I didn't even check. Just kept getting drunk, I guess.
Fuck.
So I call RBC, and they're like, "Oh yeah, like it was just in transit. It hasn't even gone on my credit card, but he's maxed it out completely."
Oh.
And so they're like, "Okay, like you should have like reported it when it happened in time and all that stuff." And then I check back in an hour, and it's just cleared. And then
They covered it, right? The
They
insurance
covered
covered.
the entire day.
In
Yeah.
an hour?
What was the?
because they had already
Did they cover
Oh, they already
the money you took
covered
out too?
every single
Yeah,
part
yeah,
of
that's
it,
right.
the
So
whole
you,
day. So I
thanks,
not only
thanks,
did nothing
thank
bad
you,
happen,
Visa.
I got that day for free.
Yeah.
The whole day. I spent
Wow.
$500 myself.
Oh,
whole day.
that's
And-
nice.
Yeah, so
That's a good ending to that story.
yeah,
Beautiful
so,
ending.
So I should really just get some repercussions sometimes. I don't know why I don't, but
Right.
somehow I just live my life in no
That's good, though.
repercussions.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah,
Live arrogant
That's
in
only
the middle.
promoting that behavior.
nice.
Yeah, but if it works.
I won't promote it because I've been
It hasn't
sober
happened
for
again,
13
so,
months.
yeah.
So clearly I
Congratulations.
don't
That's
support
true.
the behavior.
That's true.
I'm glad I'm out of it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What did he rack up? Like, was it $2,000 10,000.
$3,000 credit
Yeah.
card. So I had spent
Gross.
$500 or $600 already that day.
And they ramped it up to
and then you can also like overdraft your credit card. So probably like 3,500.
Oh, that's
Like it
gross.
starts blocking you, and then you can just do little payments.
Mm-hmm.
You can see like he just went smaller, and just like living it up. He probably had a great time. Good for him.
Hopefully the
Man's gotta
bank
eat.
doesn't listen and find out they paid $500 to buy you Coke.
No, they don't care because I told them. I was very honest. I
Oh,
said
really?
at this is the time I lost it. At
Right.
this time of day.
Oh, they knew. They just covered it all?
They didn't care.
Oh.
They're not gonna. It's just like I think it's probably just like one button. Just like it was already suspicious, so they just went okay,
Oh, that's nice.
clear it off.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Luckiest idiot. I'd like to call myself. Luckiest idiot.
I got a new hot topic. I
Sweet.
think I'm going to bring up here.
Okay.
Is non-binary a gender? Or is it a thing? I want to know Richard's.
Yeah.
That's really why I'm asking.
I would say I would want someone to explain to me what it is, and I
Yeah,
wouldn't
do you
say
get what it is?
I wouldn't
Does it just
say-
mean you're not one of the two?
Yeah, like
It's an other category.
yeah. So it's like I would want someone to explain why it's a thing and why not. Why are you not just like it's not a gender. It's just like I don't associate with gender norms, right? But you're not. You still are your gender.
Right? But what is your gender?
Yeah. Like. So I'm not saying it's not a thing. I just don't know what. I would want someone to actually.
yeah,
explain
I'm
to me
not
what it is.
entirely sure.
'Cause
What it is.
it's more just I'm ignorant of what it is.
Yeah, what about you, Richard? Nobody's watching.
I'd never think about this kind of shit. You're like, I'll be
I feel like
watching.
you do.
I'll be watching and I'll be embarrassed of myself.
No, you know what? Actually,
I'll comment.
You know what's always happens is
What?
it's not as bad as you think it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is interesting.
Yeah.
It always comes off better than I think it did.
Because we were going to... I made a joke about that being our next debate topic, and I was like, I'm going to ask Richard what he thinks about non-binary gender.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I don't give it much thought. So if they want to be any kind of gender, then or whatever they want, it makes
That's a
no
good
difference
answer.
to me.
Yeah.
It actually
I
makes
think
no
that's-
difference to
that's
me.
really
Like
the
it doesn't bother me.
No.
Go do your thing.
I agree.
Like Peterson says, don't tell me that I need to call you something though.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
So you don't like the idea of they're like, you have to call me non-binary?
like Peterson's, I'll do it out of respect. But if it's a law, that's where I think I draw the line. If I'm being
Yeah, you
told,
can't
if it's like
legally
now
tell me
hate
I have
speech,
to.
yeah,
Right,
you
right,
can't
right.
legally tell me I have to. But
But if someone
if it
wants to
becomes
be
hate
called whatever
speech,
they
yeah.
want to be called, I don't
Yeah,
really care.
there's a respect, like
Yeah.
as a human being, of course we'll
Yeah.
do that, right?
Right. Right.
So
Yeah. Is it? Yeah. It's just they don't conform to.
But then,
gender
but what about
norms?
other things that it like kind of like bathroom? Like if you're a non-binary, does that mean you can go to whatever bathroom you want?
I don't think
You know what I
I don't
think
think
would
that's
fix this whole
appropriate. I don't think that's
You know what I
appropriate.
think would fix the whole bathroom debate is why
What?
don't we just change it from gender bathrooms to just if you have a penis or if you have a vagina?
That's awesome.
How come they don't
You
just
can
do
have
that?
you can sort of have both. Like I think.
Like if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
went
yeah.
and cut your dick off and you like did the whole thing,
Right.
you get to go in the
Yeah,
vagina one.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Why don't they just do that? Isn't that the whole point? They're not genders.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
just whatever your sex is.
What
Yeah.
sexual organ you
Yeah.
possess? Yeah.
It's interesting that they never. Every time I listen to that, they're always just like, "Well, they want to go in this one."
Men have better washrooms though. I think.
Do they?
Because urinals. Urinals are way better. They have
Well,
to
they're
all sit down.
convenient, but
Yeah.
I mean that's just a.
That's the only reason I don't want to mix it because it's like, ours are quicker.
But it's not
They'll
a
slow me
mix.
down.
But it's not a mix. If you have a dick, then you get the
Right,
urinal,
Right. But can you
regardless of what you identify as.
Can he pee out of a dick?
Can you pee out of a
Can
dick?
No, can a trans man? Can a trans man pee out of a dick? Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
yeah,
they
yeah. Like, that's
install
how it works.
they
piss?
they
I don't know,
install
yeah,
some
That's a good question. How
some
else would he
plumbing.
piss? Yeah.
they
Shouldn't it just
they
be dick and pussy? I mean,
they move
dick and
things
vagina?
around.
Mm.
I have no idea. I've
Wouldn't that
actually
just fix
never.
the whole thing.
That's one thing I'll never do is like go online and look for this kind of stuff. Like
Well, you will now.
Yeah, now you will.
no, I won't. I definitely won't. I don't want to see pictures of that.
Yeah.
I generally don't care.
Yeah.
I'll call you.
Yeah, I
whatever you
can't put
want.
any thought into it. There's just too much energy.
But I do think
wasted.
about the bathroom thing because that was like a debate not that long ago about the whole bathroom thing. I'm like, why don't they just make it where like if you have a dick you go here and if you have a
Mhm.
vagina you go in here
Mhm.
rather than like what you
Mhm.
Instead of a
whatever
man
you
and a
wanna-
woman
yeah,
on the
instead of
thing,
man or
it's
woman,
like
it's
a
like
penis
a dick,
and
a penis and a vagina.
Mhm.
Wouldn't that just change the whole thing?
Well, I think what you get is probably a lot of people who haven't transitioned yet.
Not a lot. Not
Right,
a
but-
lot of people. Come on, like how
Well,
many?
no, like,
We're
it
talking
seems
like
a
a
lot 'cause
handful.
It's very loud.
It's
Right,
loud.
right.
Yeah.
It's loud.
But
I mean,
but
because it's not a lot of people in general.
But then what
It's
you're
very
arguing,
small.
what you're arguing there is just like, is the point of the bathroom just to use your organ to relieve yourself? Like that's why there's urinals.
Yeah.
Who's having
I mean,
these
to
problems
me-
though? Like,
To me, it's like,
like a
why
thing.
have
Is it like-
gendered washrooms at all? Like, I don't know what. I mean, I know because I feel uncomfortable, but maybe because I just was born with gendered washrooms. But is it not really a big deal? Yeah, well, like it's kind of like a cultural thing. But the reality is that do you really need to separate the two? I don't know.
For like single bathrooms, probably not.
Well, no, but
But
even
like
for shared.
group, even shared ones.
Yeah, I'm saying it feels weird to me
Right.
because that's the only
But
thing
like
I know.
you can't think of like a good
but
reason.
I don't
why.
I don't think of an actual reason why.
Right. Makes sense. I don't know.
when they build bathrooms in places now, they should just do one, like where you can just walk in. Usually it's a handicap bathroom,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and everyone else can go in there.
Let me ask you this.
Not because any of those people are handicapped, but just like
No, I know
that
what you
is.
mean, yeah. I use the handicap
single.
all the one
That's
because
what was
I'll
my
be the
question.
only one in there.
My question was, is the handicap bathroom for handicapped people, or is it for everyone, but also for handicapped people?
I think that.
I think everyone.
everyone. If,
I
Yeah,
use
if you
it
need,
the most.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's not for
Because
handicapped
how m-
people.
no,
like they don't get like it's not like you're not allowed to use it.
No, but
You're
but
allowed
okay.
to use it, right?
I don't know.
not
because
the same argument with the parking stall though.
No, not
So-
because you don't because a lot of people come in and out. But
No, but the
But
bathroom.
how
okay,
often-
how about
yeah.
this? If you're
Imagine-
in
yeah.
if you're in a
Oh,
handicapped
this is awkward.
bathroom
Yeah.
and somebody tries to get in
Yeah,
who is
yeah.
handicapped,
That's awkward.
do you feel bad about that?
Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah. Like I worry about that.
I'm a
shit.
bad person at that point. in time.
Like at the Terwilliger Rec
I-
Center, I go to the handicap one
Yeah.
all the time because
Right.
it's you're by
I
yourself.
would feel bad.
just
but
come
now
out
I'm
with
thinking,
like
should I
just come out
though?
limping or something. Like
Yeah, I'm just like
talk a little slower when you come out.
No, but it's like I do feel bad, but should I feel
Whatever
bad?
it takes, man.
should you though?
Though I think
I think so.
the possibility of that happening is so
It's low.
slim. It's so small.
But I
that
think you
it's
should
a,
feel
it's
bad.
it's a risk worth taking.
Because the whole point is that they can't just walk into the shared one and use it.
They can though.
Yeah. But they
They can.
Yeah, and
Do some
and
have
can they,
handicap
what
things?
what happens? You wait a minute or two. Nothing happens.
Right,
Just wait a minute or two.
but it's a privilege. You don't have to wait a minute or two. You can just go to the shared one. They don't.
yeah. But I do sometimes. I do all the time actually. A lot of times they
Most of the
they
time I
don't
use the handicap one. I'm
either.
just saying.
If
I
it-
use
if-
the handicap one.
Yeah, but if they don't have to wait, then most times I would have to wait and they don't. So it's just
And so
It's all a
far,
wash.
I
Somebody
have
has to
not
wait.
been caught by some.
It's
Oh
a-
no, that's not true. I have been. That is not true. There has been somebody waiting for me.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
is it how did you feel? Run
I
us
felt
through it.
really awkward because it was somebody who had like also like a helper, right? So she was like, what
She
the fuck
gave
are
you the
doing?
stink. She gave you the
I was
stink
more
eye.
worried
Yeah.
about her.
Yeah, for sure.
Whoa.
Because she'll
They were
she'll
waiting-
recognize
Whoa,
you.
no, because also
Oh,
you're pooping.
that's that
If you're in a
asshole
handicap
tra-
washroom,
asshole
you're pooping.
trainer.
Right. Yeah.
So
Well, that
you don't
yeah,
want to
that's why
shee
you
out
use
there
it.
while you're pooping.
Oh yeah, and she waited.
Yeah.
Then I get out and I'm like.
So have
she's
you
like-
done it since?
Yeah. Because that happened one time out of whatever. Like I'm never
Yeah,
gonna
it's never
use
happened
a
to me.
shared thing. I can't.
You take a while in bathrooms. I do remember this.
Yeah,
when
I'd
we
like
were
to-
working,
I'd
like
like
you'll be in a bathroom.
How long? What's a long
A
time?
He
lot.
used to
I'd like
take
to
he used to take that opportunity when we were working
just
up
chill.
north to like just stay warm and do nothing.
Yeah.
No,
So he
no,
would
no,
be
no,
he
okay.
would be in there
But
for
you know
maybe
what?
like
he used to think
20
that.
minutes.
But
You don't
know
have
what?
to- don't have to
Ask
offend
any of my
yourself.
ask any of my ex girlfriends how long I sit in the bathroom for.
15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
fine.
I
Like,
like
it's
I
like-
like
it's
I
like to stay
I
warm.
totally-
I used to do a
It's
15
I like to
minute
sit
or-
No,
and
I
just
totally
sort of-
yeah. You don't want to
Yeah,
force
I
it
like
out.
to
Yeah, I
read
don't wanna-
Archie
But
comments.
when you're
When you're working.
when you're
No,
I know.
it's even more reason to stay.
No. Yeah,
What do you
for
mean?
sure.
It's
I
more
totally
reason.
I totally see that now.
Yeah.
I was a bit of a
won't- if I
slave
have to-
driver back then.
If I have to
Right, right.
poop, I won't even do it at home. I'll wait till I get to work so I could do it on the clock.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Of course.
I would rather do it at home though. I feel
For
weird.
sure.
Don't waste
embarrassed
the
about
poop
it.
at home.
No.
No.
You don't even have to use
See,
toilet
but to
paper.
me it's
Where-
all about
where's he in?
comfortability.
Oh, he's in the bathroom every day at the same time for half
See,
an
I just-
hour.
I
Like
feel weird
you don't
about
want to be
shit.
that guy.
I feel really weird
You don't want
about
to be
shit.
that guy.
I feel weird about shit. I like to be at home.
Oh, we got a
chill,
locked.
nobody's-
We got a locked shared bathroom downstairs.
But if you're gonna take 20 minutes in the bathroom,
Yeah.
then don't go into the handicap bathroom.
That's a good point, though.
That's-
if you know you'd
Yeah.
like to relax.
If you're
and be
going
in
there,
forever,
if you're going there for just to
you just got busted.
really,
I know. No, listen.
Really?
Listen. No, you're right, but it's just like it's you
no, I'm
being
not gonna
right's
cha-
not going to
I'm
stop
not gonna
me
change
from
for
doing it.
them.
Yeah, like-
oh, you'll do that? You actually will?
yeah, what do
You'll
you
spend
think
20 minutes in the handicap bathroom.
Okay, but 20 minutes is like an exaggeration. Like it's like 10.
Okay, but still,
Is it
that's
10?
too much.
Yeah, it's
that's
like
too
10.
much.
Okay, because I'm like a 10.
Do you,
10.
do you have
Like
a,
20 minutes is like I'm really
I
relaxed.
think
do you do?
you
You
have-
go once a day.
you have poop anxiety?
yeah, once
You have
once a
poop
day.
anxiety, which could be considered a handicap, which is why you need to use the handicap bathroom. Because you can't do it. You can't poop in a regular bathroom.
No, I can. I just prefer not to. I like to be comfortable. I don't know if they're gonna appreciate you comparing handicaps to me not wanting to shit in a regular bathroom.
Hey man, disorders? There are disorders, handicaps?
Yeah.
They can be.
Are they?
There's a Curb Your
Then
Enthusiasm
everybody
episode.
should use the handicap
There's a
washer.
curb
We all
episode.
have disorders, right?
There's a Curb
Man,
episode
everyone's
where he
crazy.
gets a lisp at the end, so he can use a handicap washer. Pretends he has a lisp.
Or does he get like handicap stall?
Well,
Was it for parking, I thought?
no, it's
Okay.
there's probably a handicap stall washroom or as well, but he sits in the handicap washroom,
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah.
and then there was some guy waiting for him, and he was like, "Oh, what was it? Oh, it was that there was a big lineup, so he used the handicap washroom, and the guy's like, "What?" And then the opposite happens. The handicap guy uses a regular washroom, and he's like, "What? You have your washroom?" And he's like, "Yeah, but there's a big line, so you wait."
You love
bit.
Curb.
I feel like we
Oh,
could
I
talk
love it.
about this forever, but
What do we
yeah.
got?
Next hot topic or whatever. I don't know. I
You have a
didn't.
hot
I didn't come with anything.
Oh, actually, you know what I
prepared.
really like? No, I got one. I think what's the first guy? Amadeo.
Yeah.
I liked his segment of an unpopular opinion.
Sure.
So I want us to start asking our guests about an unpopular opinion they have.
Mm-hmm.
You have an
I think it's
unpopular
it's
opinion?
very hard to think of because what you're gonna do, and I'll tell you what happened in my head
What?
is you run through stuff like, do I want to argue that, or is that something
Yeah,
that I
yeah,
really
yeah.
believe?
Do you even want to say it?
Do I want to say it?
Yeah,
or
that's
like,
true.
do I believe it? Because like I'm trying to think of unpopular things that I've thought,
Right.
but maybe I don't even believe. Because generally I will say everything I believe.
Yeah.
And I don't know if so it's hard to think of.
That's
And because there's going to be a line like ones I want to say, but I don't know.
Was there anything you'd say? You'd be willing to say?
Trying to get the words right here.
Oh,
See?
so there is something.
Maybe like student loans. People who think that their student loans should be written off or abolished.
What?
I think,
Right?
yeah.
You think that,
Like
right?
I know a guy.
Well,
I know a guy
say-
who
I
I.
would say that's an accurate.
I know a guy who I work
Oh,
with.
I
would
thought
say
you did.
I would say I could explain what I think,
And
but
he's-
I wouldn't think that's just saying student loans should be written off as an accurate.
Oh, I
description
thought
of
you
what
said
I
you
thought
wanted
is.
that.
I would agree,
Oh.
but there's some caveats.
Oh, I see.
I know a guy who I work with. Awesome guy, from
That's probably
Ireland.
not an unpopular opinion.
And he went to school in Ireland,
Mhm.
but I think he's like trying to hide from. He has a bunch of student loans and he hasn't been paying them.
right.
And I guess like after 7 years, he's hoping that they'll just like
Mm.
forget about him. So
Yeah, that's.
I don't know. Maybe it's like a broader term of like just paying your debts,
Right.
right? Like I don't like people who think that they can just get off on
What's your opinion on
paying their debts.
My opinion is that you should clear them, but you should look at what was percentage is school and what percentage is living, and you kind of have to prove.
Right.
Like you just go look at what your actual loan was.
But why do you think they should be abolished?
Well, because it's the same kind of concept. One, I think it's horrible for your economy, for your long-term economy, to indenture your
Yeah, that's a
youth.
good point.
It makes house buying way harder.
Right.
All their money is tied up in bullshit payments, not
Right.
actually going back into the economy.
But I think sorry.
Well,
Yeah, sorry.
I still got a few more reasons, but
That's
you
gonna be
should.
good. Here's the topic. This is the one we're
you
waiting
shouldn't,
for.
But no, you also shouldn't, because debt itself is kind of like a vulturous thing. Like they're stealing basically money from kids who really don't know how to think of debt or kind of like
Right.
How to manage
how
money.
to manage money.
Yeah.
They're 18 years old and all of a sudden they have like 40 grand in debt,
Right.
which is crazy.
Doesn't
but they
happen
also-
that fast.
Well, I mean, once they're done, so 18,
Yeah.
22 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, but they're also told the whole life that they need to do that. So it's like this, like your society can't tell children you need to go to school and do this. This has to be done.
Right.
And then also indenture them once they do it.
Right.
It's kind of like you got to do one or the other.
Right.
So I think it should be free.
So you think all all post-secondary should be free?
Yeah, because I think it's the same concept of why is high school free, right? Just because it's valuable to educate your populace, and actually businesses would benefit from a more educated populace, and then economies would benefit from not indenturing students or the youth.
Okay, go ahead, Richard. What was the first point you were going to bring up?
I was gonna say that. Okay, so you might have $40,000 in debt
Yeah.
when you're all said and done,
Yeah.
but you shouldn't because you have an opportunity to
Mhm.
work in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
You can even work a job
Mhm.
part time during the year.
Right.
That money that you're getting,
Even if it was free, you
the
should
money
do
that you're getting for
I don't think
school.
that's a good argument.
I know
because
life
you
is
can-
expensive and
Yeah.
school's expensive, but partying's fucking expensive,
Yeah.
and a lot of people do that in college. and they might even use their student loan money
Sure.
to
Yeah,
pay
but
for that kind
so
of
he
stuff.
said only
So like,
course money.
Yeah,
right?
you take up what does the semester cost, and you would take that off.
Right.
And then so you also wouldn't, because you're giving them free money to do that. So actually, I think your argument is actually would agree with my argument, because you're giving them free money that they're gonna choose bad things to do with, and then get more in debt in the future. Whereas mine is just free, so it's like they don't get any money. It's just free. So you got to still work. You got to understand you still got to work.
I'm totally down for cheaper schooling.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
but
too.
It's a tough situation because like the student loans have been developed to help people get through school, right? So how that money is divided up, it's tough to, sort through that at the end and be like, oh yeah, all of it was used for school.
I was gonna say, do you think
abolish
all
my debt.
post-secondary courses should be free? Like every single one. Somebody wants to take
100%.
like 4 years of
philosophy,
which
I did.
should be free.
Yeah. 100%.
Didn't you-
Of course. I think I'm way.
But that doesn't translate to like our economy. Like if somebody takes philosophy for 4 years,
sure it does. How does it not? You don't think an education?
How do you start a podcast? You need a philosophy degree.
Why have English as a course in?
He's
high school?
writing books. He's doing
Yeah.
arts.
No. I just mean I'm not arguing the point. I just mean like.
Sounds like you were.
Well, no. I'm gonna do counterpoints anyway.
Yeah. Counterpoints with Tyler.
Yeah.
You're
You're probably right.
I think it's crazy to think that humanities education doesn't help your growth.
Is there a
as
limit?
human.
Could somebody just
You
go to
have
school
to you have to
forever?
draw the line. Yeah, you have to draw the
Like,
line
that's what I mean,
somewhere.
like, how do you stop like people just not going to school forever?
Just go take student loans out till you're
I'm not
80.
saying somebody would,
But
but,
no,
like,
but I'm saying no student loans. I think it's just
Well,
like high school.
preschool,
It's
okay.
high school, and I would say
If you
wanna
wanna
you
learn,
can be
yeah.
reasonable 4 years.
But, like, what is
but
school? What
I
is
don't-
school?
I don't think it's be reasonable. I actually think I wouldn't say even 4 years. I think if you want to go on to do a master's, but you can't keep doing undergrads. But if you want to go to further education, I think you can, or a PhD.
Right.
I think those are all valuable things for society. And I think I don't know the economics on it, but I bet you, like if you put $1 into it, you'd get some value back.
Yeah, like how much would that cost if we just had education for free? I guess
They should just have really big classrooms, and anybody can just go. You just sit there and listen. Basically, the internet.
Yeah, I don't know.
Drop in online.
yeah, that's
I don't
true.
know if it would cost much, but I'm not sure. But
But I guess like the cost of what it's worth now would just dwindle.
Mhm.
It wouldn't be worth as much. I guess.
yeah, because right now it's kind of like if you think of like the 60s, it was very cheap
Right.
to go to school, and actually professors made more money. They did better.
Right.
It's just because they have this whole you slowly create this whole like admin side, administration side that is stealing the same way like insurance companies steal money from American healthcare. They just kind of bloat everything, and it's kind of like a weird business where
Drives up the price.
yeah, and it's kind of like a weird business where like that whole administration side is about making money,
Right.
right? And then like you have like deans who make $1 million a year.
It's a complicated topic.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not going to solve this today.
Yeah, he's like, fuck this. I don't want to talk about it. You got a hot take? To finish
No,
off?
no, I don't.
Do you have any more?
Let me think.
What's going on in the news? I tried reading. There's nothing much going on.
Not
That's
a thing.
interesting.
Not one thing.
No. Trump's impeachment was the big thing that I think, but
Mm.
that wasn't very interesting.
Yeah, it's not gonna do anything.
Yeah, wasn't very interesting. Do you have a favorite
vision,
candidate?
vision board. You're doing a vision board for 2020?
Oh yeah.
What big plans for 2020?
Not that I thought of.
Nothing special.
Have you? Well, quit.
Yeah.
Do you though? Do you have a big
Potentially going
vision?
back
Other
to
things?
school.
Do you?
Getting a dog,
Oh, you wanna get
having a kid. Yeah,
having a kid?
the dog.
Oh,
The
okay.
dog is my kid.
Oh, I was like, oh, that'd be an interesting topic. How's the new girlfriend?
It's
you got
nothing's
a new
official.
girlfriend.
No,
Oh.
nothing's
I didn't know that.
official.
Oh,
I can't say it's a girlfriend.
now that he's on camera, he's saying it's not a girlfriend.
No, that's not true. That's not
Shout
true.
out, new girlfriend. Definitely a girlfriend.
Where'd you met her at the gym? You said
At the gym, yeah.
In-
Totally a
in
gym
She's
crush.
squatting.
She does squat. She lifts
What
weights.
was she doing?
It's
Set the
sort of
scene.
like a dream girl.
Set the scene. What's
Well-
her name?
No, we're not going into that. We're not going into that.
Set the scene of you meeting her though.
Well, I'd seen her for quite some time, but I just got out of a relationship in August,
Yeah.
and I wasn't.
Was there overlap? Give us a scoop.
No, I wasn't like. I wasn't pursuing so soon. I was taking some time to, you know,
Work
get
on
my life.
yourself,
No, just
masturbate.
less of that these days.
So in August, you broke up with her?
It's a complicated situation, but
Yeah.
happier now. We could talk off camera. There's more to the story.
Okay.
But
Oh, that's interesting.
yeah, no.
So
Just
you wanna get a
recently.
dog. What
I'm-
about what's
no,
what
I'm
about
getting one.
moving to?
You don't want to tell
Phoenix
how
or
you met
whatever.
her?
I was gonna move to Nashville.
Oh, Nashville. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So that's done. You're not doing that.
For now, that's squashed for
Why'd
now.
that get squashed? The last time I talked to you, that was
new,
like a
new
thing.
girlfriend? Oh,
Oh, is that why?
I don't know.
You
things
just throw-
I feel a lot better about work. I'm not working 72 hours a week, so
Mhm.
right.
you know.
So going to Nashville, you weren't gonna do survey.
I probably was. I was gonna live. I was gonna take 6 months off and just golf and enjoy life and
Were you gonna do
travel a bit.
nothing?
potentially
Really?
nothing.
I always think it's weird when people think I'm gonna retire and do
I
nothing.
was gonna take like a sabbatical kind of thing.
Because I don't know about doing nothing.
I just wanted to
Nothing
see,
sounds awful.
like, read books, like not
Yeah.
nothing
right
work
read
related,
books.
but I was thinking,
Why don't you
well,
read books now? They're there.
that's a great question.
They're out there.
I know. It was a time matter. It was a time
Right,
matter, right?
right.
But,
You read a lot. You still read a
Yeah.
lot.
like news and no, I don't.
You used to though.
Not really. No,
No.
like work stuff, I guess.
No, you were all about like fucking.
I was reading a lot of self-help books.
Yeah, yeah.
back
that's
in the
what I
day.
mean.
What's your favorite self-help book?
I think the one that sort of like kick-started it all for me
Yeah.
was Napoleon Hill.
I was just gonna say
Yeah.
that Napoleon
What's-
Hill.
what's
one.
that?
It was Think and Grow Rich. It's a quite a famous book.
I've listened to a
So-
lot this year. This is a big thing. I listened to maybe 10 or 15 self-help audiobooks. My favorite was
Yeah.
7 Habits of Highly Effective People.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
The
like
Dale
that one,
Carnegie, because like
Dale Carnegie, no, that's
Is it
how to
not?
influence friends.
Oh,
or
sorry.
How to,
Yeah,
how
How
to
to Win-
friends
yeah.
and
I've read that
influence
one.
people.
I've sort of
that's
gotten away
David
from it all,
Covey?
but yeah.
Daniel Covey, David Covey, something like that. 7
That's your
Habits.
favorite one?
Yeah. Yeah. I like the 7
Did you read
Habits.
Jordan Peterson's book?
I did, yeah. I own it.
Yeah, I
I
own it
own
too,
it.
but I didn't get through the whole thing.
It was
Too big.
okay. It was.
It seemed repetitive.
It's
a lot.
cumbersome. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, it was
Cumbersome
little too
really
big.
like wordy and
Yeah.
like
it was really big. It could have. You
Is
could
it-
have cut
is it
that
one of
shit
his-
down.
not really
Isn't
big,
One of
but,
his
like, it's
7
pretty big.
things to speak plainly. Isn't that one? Or is it 7? No.
Al- always tell the truth,
12,
maybe, or
12.
be honest or something.
I thought there was a speak plainly in his 12. Is it 12 habits? Steps.
It's 12. Yeah, I think it's 12.
Yeah, I thought one was speak plainly because I thought it was funny because he doesn't speak plainly at all. So I was like, oh, it seems ironic.
No, I thought it was an interesting book. I just thought it was really like, like you said, wordy
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
drawn out. But
Yeah. Huh.
It's
No,
a heavy.
that's fun.
It's a heavier read.
it's
Yeah,
really
yeah,
big.
Yeah.
You haven't read it, eh?
No, I don't think I'm going to.
Yeah. Not
No.
a big fan of his, eh?
I
What do
wouldn't
you
even
like
say
about him?
I wouldn't even say I'm not a big fan. I'm pretty neutral.
Yeah.
Sometimes I find him interesting. Sometimes I find him like not interesting at all. Like he's just saying very obvious, plain things that are like, okay, sure.
Yeah, he's built a whole business on just anti-left talking.
Yeah.
Except you know what I didn't like? I didn't like he teaming up with Prater U or Prater U. Is that what they're called?
Yeah. Proud of you.
When he teamed up with them, I lost a little respect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because he
felt a little
doesn't seem like he is right either.
No, I don't think he is.
No. Yeah. I had something I was going to say, but I don't remember what it was.
I can't think of any more hot topics.
Yeah.
I think the only thing you sent me was the rude one.
I thought I sent you 2.
No, I don't think so.
I did. I think there's a 2-word one. I don't remember what it was. Just remember it being short.
Hold on, folks.
How are you doing?
Hyped up on Red Bull. I'm shaking over here a little bit. I don't know if it's because I'm cold or nervous.
Maybe
I'm nervous for all this to hit the
You know
internet.
what the first?
I'm nervous. My parents ever see this?
Yeah. Well, do you want me to give you a code name?
Yeah, don't put my full name anywhere
No,
in
we
the
won't.
title.
No, we're just gonna put your.
You said something
biggest
about
fan.
nice guy.
Can I shut
Oh
up?
yeah. What's your guys' take on nice guys? Like.
I feel like I used to be more of a nice
yeah.
guy,
Yeah,
and
I'd
I
think
look
that.
back and I
There's like a very-
cringe. I don't like that.
Yeah. There's a
you
very
know.
like.
I've definitely turned
There's
a
a
corner.
line where it's like
I've
it's
turned a
not
corner
thing.
on that.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
fake. It's disingenuous.
Yeah. That's what
to be
nice guys are. It's completely fake. They're not nice at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's mean.
Not everybody's mean, but
No, but
it's,
like
it's more that they're doing it to have sex
Yeah.
with a girl.
For
It's
yeah,
completely
yeah,
fake.
True,
Yeah.
true, true.
male feminists.
Yeah.
Like,
They
it
don't
just
believe
seems
anything
that
they're
way.
saying.
No, it doesn't.
No,
it really
no.
seems
and
very
women
like
don't
they're
I
just
don't
trying
think
to get
women
laid.
respect it either.
No, they don't, because they don't
No.
actually get laid. They get put into that.
Yeah. In the
They're
nice guy
they're
category.
useful
Yeah.
because it's nice to have a guy that says
Agree-
like,
agree
agreeing
with
you.
it,
They think they're gentlemen.
No
Yeah.
mansplaining or anything.
Yeah, they're not mansplaining.
They're not
They'll check
manspreading.
themselves.
Yeah.
But
They
I
throw
think
their-
generally women don't want men like that.
No, I don't think so.
No, you want a little bit of an asshole, right?
I don't think
thi-
asshole
yeah,
either. I don't think
no,
that's. I don't think
No,
that's.
I
true
want
either.
to. I want to grow as a little bit of an
I don't
asshole.
think that's true.
But not a pushover, because like
not a pushover.
biologically, a
Maybe
guy
that's
who's
what I want.
nice and
Yeah.
is
That's what I'm
always getting
defining
pushed around isn't like gonna be a great
A man,
provider.
it's more of a
you
man
know?
who thinks for themselves.
But you know what the
Who's a
woman
pro-
would say
like a-
is that she doesn't need him to be the provider.
They'll say that. But no. Seriously though, like what a woman says and what her like
Are you talking about women generally? Or are you talking about all? Dudes?
I don't know. I just think like
Everyone.
a girl might say something,
Right.
but like she's not gonna say no when you're paying for it.
I know what you're saying.
You know?
'cause
I know
to be
what you're
honest,
She's not gonna say no. I got it.
If-
I'm gonna pay rent for the next year.
If a woman,
She's
if a
not
woman
gonna
was
say
like,
that. She's gonna be like,
no, but if a woman was like,
this is the way it's meant to be.
if a woman was like, Ian, I'll pay for your
Seriously
rent.
though.
Here we go. We just need to get a little jacked.
No, but if a woman told me, hey, I'll pay for your rent for a year, I'd be like, sure. If you'll pay for everything for a year,
That would.
I'm down.
How would you feel? Like
I feel fine because
as long as you can contribute in other ways.
Yeah, well, because I'm trying to create a writing career.
Yeah.
So like I'd be trying to do that.
So, would you call yourself a feminist?
No.
Would you call yourself a feminist?
What?
Yeah. Would you
Oh,
call
like a
yourself
male
feminist?
feminist?
Huh?
A male
yeah.
feminist.
Yeah, it depends what you mean by feminist, but
A feminist. What's a feminist?
Fuck, am I an asshole now?
No.
I'm definitely not a nice guy.
I don't think I'm not a feminist.
well, it depends what you mean by feminist.
I'm
'Cause
definitely
there's
not.
definitely gonna be a lot of things I agree
I
with
think-
feminists on.
yeah.
Like
Like just
like equal
just
equal pay.
If
Yeah,
somebody,
yeah,
if
yeah,
somebody-
yeah.
I can get on board with that.
yeah,
But I
yeah,
don't.
yeah.
I think biologically, a woman wants a guy to provide for her. Like deep down inside, I swear to God, for sure, man, for sure.
I'm not a
can't
feminist either in the terms of like what it's like perceived as. Like I want equal pay, all that shit. I don't think the problem's as big as
what are
people
some
make it out
feminist
to be.
things you don't agree with? Let's put it that way.
That
So you said you agree with most, or like some.
What I
perceived-
disagree with?
Yeah.
That the wage gap is strictly a patriarchal problem.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're obviously contributing factors.
There's lots of factors. Like
Yeah.
there's so many factors.
Yeah.
So
I'll
that
say that.
one. I think feminism, this wave of feminism, kind of gets away from like he was pointing out. I think there are biological differences that we can account for
Sure.
things. I don't think they do. So I just don't think I'm a feminist.
Mm-hmm.
He's very adamant that he's not. It's interesting. Well, I think I knew that. Would you call yourself a feminist? Like if somebody just asked you, like you didn't have time to like think about it or ask how you define it.
would
Just
depend.
like, would you say you're a feminist?
It'd probably depend who asked me, because I'd make some judgment call of what they mean
Right.
by feminist.
But
Yeah, but
who
I'd say it's likely I would say no.
right.
It's likely I would say no.
That's good.
I think there's like a negative connotation almost
Yeah,
surrounding that
so
word
that's-
nowadays.
that's
Yeah, I read
like-
some stat that most women don't even call themselves.
No.
Yeah, no, I think
Yeah.
I think that's true.
Hmm.
I wonder what the stat is on how many men would say yes. What percentage you think?
How many men are struggling and getting laid?
All the nice guys.
Yeah, all the nice
Yeah. What's this gonna be on? What's this gonna be on? Is it on TV? Yes, I'm feminist.
Yeah, 100%. I actually was gonna think of a segment of that we could maybe start. It was getting a little late now,
Yeah.
but I was gonna bring up like political talking points
Sure.
and what problem you have on both sides.
Sure. Like arrogantly in the middle.
Yeah, like just talk about what you think both sides get wrong. So
Okay.
like anything like gender, Black Lives Matter.
So no, I had this written down. That's one of my
What's that?
things.
What?
Bernie Sanders. What do I think he does wrong?
He's too old.
No, it's not what he does wrong.
No,
It's
I
just-
know. You got one already, eh? No. Oh. What he got wrong?
No, because I think
What do you think he got
one
wrong?
thing he does wrong, I think, is he's gonna be pure. So I'm not principled. I don't think there's a principle like never do this in any situation kind of guy.
Right.
I think there's nuance to everything. So for example, I thought of this when there's a big argument about small and big donors, right? And he'll never take corporate money or big donations.
Right.
He takes only small donations, right? And I think there's like a pragmatic thing where like, I don't know. I think it would help you if you did. Like pragmatically, it would help you.
Right.
If you had more money.
Right.
To win the election, and then you can do anything else that you
But
want.
there's
after
something
that.
a little more that you could, a little more obvious. Let's
No,
take
'cause
a
that's an
different matter,
example.
though.
But I'm saying he'll pick ideology,
Right.
or yeah, he's not. Or in a situation, he could be more pragmatic.
Right.
Yeah, he's gonna go ideological.
Hmm.
He has rules basically, and he sticks to those rules.
Right.
He won't be as flexible in certain things.
Maybe on the surface, but behind closed doors, I'm sure he'll take bigger funds if he could, one way or another. I'm sure they funnel in.
Yeah, like there's probably a face he puts on.
I heard there was something about how he couldn't even afford to pay his not his volunteers, but his campaign team. Like
The minimum wage?
yeah, there was something
I
along
heard
that where
something
like
that
he
is
was
campaign.
paying them minimum wage rather than like a livable wage.
Mm-hmm.
And all he does is pander to this idea that
Mhm.
we should be getting a livable
My-
wage, but then he couldn't even do that for his own people because the economics didn't
my-
make sense.
I would have to look at the case because my guess would be like
I did read
he
that
doesn't
too.
run every single little small thing. Is that a general thing? Because I think his team is actually unionized.
Right.
Yeah, and I think maybe it's like a small little subset that he can't control every little one, but
That's
Yeah.
that's true. It probably has nothing to do with him.
it's one of those like gotchas. That
Yeah,
I don't know if
yeah,
it's-
yeah,
if that is accurate.
There's
Uh,
a candidate you like that's in the Democratic Party?
Maybe the booted judge guy. Maybe. I don't know.
Mm.
I liked he had a snapback on Elizabeth Warren recently about she was making some claim about how he had a recent fundraiser in a wine cellar
Right.
with $900
yeah.
bottles of wine
Yeah.
and very rich donors.
Yeah.
And he snapped back and he said, I'm not even a millionaire. Like everyone else on that stage is a millionaire,
Yeah,
multimillionaire,
yeah.
and he
Right,
isn't.
Right. Right.
Right. So he was like clapping back.
He
So,
gets
like,
a lot.
I
He
was
gets
like,
a bad
you
rap.
know?
He's been getting a bad rap lately. I'm not sure why.
Yeah. Because he seems to come off as someone who'll say whatever he thinks is expedient to the certain situation.
Right.
So it seems a little fake. Like he seems to adjust
Oh,
his.
he's a
views.
politician.
Yeah, but Bernie's not a politician. That's my guy.
I like Andrew
Right?
Yang.
Yeah, and Andrew
Really?
Yang seems the same way.
Yeah.
I-
He just
on-
has ideas.
Yeah.
The only reason why I said him was because of that thing. I have absolutely no idea.
Oh, you haven't been paying attention?
No, I don't care about the Democratic
Mhm.
convention or whatever they call
Mhm.
it.
You used to kind of care a little bit. I remember having debates Obama or what was the guy you ran against? Second time.
I was going to say McCain, but
Second time.
I always forget the second guy's
The
name.
Mormon guy.
Yeah. I can't remember his name. He
So
hates
it's
Trump.
R. Yeah, he does hate Trump.
Yeah.
But I think you were pro the Republican guy. last
Mitt
time.
Romney.
Mitt
Mitt
Romney.
Romney, yeah. You know
That's
what's
my
funny,
boy. No, I honestly
You
don't
know
know.
what's funny? Kyle Kuzma, not Kyle Kuzma. It's an NBA player. Kyle
Yeah.
Klinsky.
Klinsky.
Yeah. He's making fun of Joe Biden
Right.
because Biden's son got cancer or something, and then Obama had to pay for it. Like
Oh,
help him pay
really?
for it or
Right,
something.
right,
He did, or did he mortgage his home? And he's like, imagine being neoliberal for the love of it, just because you're so passionate about being like corporatist and that you won't even do like Medicaid for all or
Right.
single payer health care.
Mm.
You're gonna argue against it, but then you have to finance remortgage your home when you're the vice president to pay
Right.
for your kids' cancer treatment. He
Yes,
had a
yeah.
good little burn on him.
The economics I always get lost in. But I've been watching The Mandalorian. You guys been watching The Mandalorian?
Yep.
New one? Yeah. You
No,
like it?
I haven't.
No.
Oh,
I'm anti Netflix. I'm anti stuff like that.
Is it
Oh.
Netflix?
I only watch your
Is Mandalorian
podcast.
Netflix?
It's
Disney.
Disney
Disney.
Plus.
Yeah,
Disney.
Yeah, no,
Plus.
I don't. I'm also anti. I download everything. Come find me.
What do you do? You
Cable.
just have cable?
Cable
You just have-
people.
Or you just have cable or what?
I just YouTube. So that's why I watch your
Mm.
podcasts.
Oh, so you don't have
Nice.
any? You
Well,
watch
my
you just
sister
stream your
has it.
sports?
I can use it. Yeah, and I stream sports.
Right.
So
Reddit?
I don't
No,
go on
Reddit
Reddit.
shut it all down. You can't find them on Reddit anymore.
No, it's
No,
not
my
so-
dad has.
You might be able to find a little bit, but
I find all my NBA
Still?
on there, yeah. They just had to change it. They
No.
shut one down, but they changed it.
Yeah. Oh, so maybe they got it back running again.
Yeah,
I
they
just
did.
stopped because it was like a 2
No, they get all the NBA now.
I gotta take a look.
Yeah.
You watch NBA?
I do sometimes.
Who you
Um,
watching?
Definitely the Raptors. They had a
They're doing
fantastic
great, yeah.
game yesterday. Oh
Came
my
back
god,
with 30 points.
insane!
Was that the
It
Dallas
was
game?
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
getting a donaire, and
Yeah,
it was
Lowry
like around
went off, eh?
halftime, and it was like
Yeah,
they were down
Siakam
30 points.
wasn't playing, right? And but
Yeah,
so was
Siakam wasn't
what's his?
Gasol.
Luka wasn't playing either.
Yeah, Luka.
Gasol's out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No,
Lowry
watched it?
had a big game, right? He
Yeah.
had like a big second half?
Yeah.
Yeah.
32
There was another
points.
guy. I can't remember his name. Powell. What's his name? Not
Yeah.
Powell.
There's
Somebody
Powell.
else.
Yeah.
Is Powell's on the team?
Yeah,
That
Powell's
was
on the
Powell.
team.
It was
Yeah.
Powell then. Yeah. He had a crazy game as well.
Yeah,
He
I
only
didn't
played
watch
like
it.
18 minutes or something.
I wanted to watch it, but Luka wasn't playing. I like watching
And
Dallas. a lot
Siakam wasn't
this year.
playing, so it's like
Yeah.
yeah. And the Lakers are three.
Still
in
a
row.
classic game. Although I didn't see it all, but
Yeah.
I won't watch all their games. I'll definitely watch them in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But
I
It's
mean,
a lot
I'm-
of-
I'm
it's
the
a
same
lot
with
of time
Lakers.
to
I
watch
keep up,
sports.
But I watch maybe one game a week.
Have you guys heard the changes they might make to the regular season.
Tournament?
Lose
with
4
the tournament.
games.
Yeah.
Well, they want to make it a mid-season tournament, and they want to do a wild card tournament.
What does a tournament get you?
Well, they have to discuss it. They have to figure out a way to make it.
What was floated
the
was
players.
$1 million each player.
Yeah. So like so mid-season.
Or $1 million
They'll
a
put
game.
all of
$1 million
them
a
in there.
game or something
Yeah.
like that? Was it $1 million a game?
I can't
Is
remember.
it like
But
stick in the middle kind of thing, and you like pick a team, or are you on your
I think you
team?
can get seeded to the playoffs if you win it.
So your team plays.
Yeah.
There's something that they're gonna do, and then because what they're trying to do is boost ratings again, because nobody watches regular season anymore. It just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right? Like the ratings.
Yeah.
Are
You
don't need to
down.
watch
Golden
half of
State,
it.
that's the interesting thing because like a lot of people are like, oh, like their refs are on Golden State's side, but then you can see it kills the regular season by having such a dominant team, or like having LeBron on the East.
I don't know. The ratings are down now
That's what I'm saying, but like
without Golden State.
right because it went through a period of
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
matter
Yeah, it's
Right?
weird.
because now it matters. Now it kind of matters
Yeah.
because there's so many different good teams,
Yeah.
but still nobody's
But
watching.
yeah, they want to make a mid-season one, and then they want to.
But would the mid-season
7,
tournament even really matter though?
They have to figure out a way
Yeah,
to make it matter.
Make it really matter. Though,
Yeah, they
because
have to
it's
make
like-
it matter that the players
Because
want to
even if
play.
you
in
get
it.
seeded into playoffs, it doesn't really matter. Like you would have got in the playoffs anyway.
Well, there's a few like conspiracies I've heard of what they'll do.
Yeah.
Where like every win in the tournament gets you like a certain amount of games won for your regular season total. So like you could finish the season in third place, but because you won the tournament, you get a bonus certain amount or whatever. But I don't know. But anyways, they
sounds
want to do a
complicated.
yeah, it's probably super complicated. But then I like the wild card idea. They want to do a tournament between 7, 8, 9, and 10 to get the 2 wild card spots. In
7,
each
8,
conference.
9, 10.
Yeah.
That makes it dumb because you got 7 and 8. That'd be so annoying.
Oh yeah, that would suck.
Yeah.
But then like things like last year, the Lakers probably would have gotten the playoffs.
That's true.
Yeah.
Get it going.
Everybody
Get it
makes the
going.
playoffs. Just start with the playoffs.
Yeah, that's
A
true.
ro- a lottery.
Everybody
It
gets
just
to go in the handicap bathroom.
That's the interesting about basketball though. Is like, is there any other sports that doesn't really matter? The regular season is like so non-consequential.
Probably not.
I think it all matters.
Not as much.
It's
though.
for the fans, right?
No, for the fans it
It's for-
doesn't. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Because the ratings are so low right
Well,
now.
because then it's
You,
not low,
you would
but
go to
down.
a
But
game.
it's getting-
You would
I
go to a
would.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I'd be worried
You'd-
about buying.
you'd
a
buy a
ticket. It's
jersey.
like getting injuries or the
Or
the
sitting
load
players, right?
management and it's like
yeah.
I was thinking about going to a game for the Lakers last year, and I was like, I don't even know if LeBron's gonna play.
I like the
money.
idea of like having like figuring out a way. Like I like what they do in like the Commonwealth countries, like the soccer leagues and stuff, where they have the
the
season
champions.
is for the title,
Yeah.
and then you have all these like tiers of things. Like if you finish first, you get the title. If you finish top 4, you get to go to this tournament.
Yeah.
5th goes to this tournament, and you can get relegated if you finish at the bottom. Like I like that idea
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you're like I'm an Aston Villa fan,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm watching their games because I care that they don't get relegated.
Right.
Like they suck. But
Yeah,
I'm like
yeah.
super interested
'Cause
because
it's like
there's something to play for.
Tiers, right? So
Yeah.
if you
There's
suck
all
that
these things to play for. I like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just like waiting around for the season to.
Yeah, but it's kind of like too much big money, I think.
Well, that's
Big
the problem.
money, yeah.
They can't lose games.
Yeah, no, they can't lose teams though, because that's what it's like.
Oh no,
Yeah,
they can't do a
billionaires.
relegation. No, that'd be
Yeah,
insane.
yeah.
Well, I think that's it. We got through some stuff.
Yeah, we'll call
We
it.
didn't have. Yeah, we'll call that one. Didn't have much to talk about this one.
Yeah, well, because I didn't prepare anything.
Yeah, it's probably.
I didn't prepare anything. I'm sorry.
Well, usually I prepare.
Yeah, he's better at
Can
it.
I shout out my social?
Yeah.
Yeah, go
do
ahead.
it.
Rich_Edmonds. Instagram at Instagram.com. I don't know. I got, if you like Boston Terriers, I got 6 pictures of Boston
Nice.
Terriers. Yeah.
All
Nice,
right.
nice. What else?
'Cause
you
you're gonna
got?
do-
I got
your
15
Facebook?
followers.
What's your Facebook?
No, don't find me on Facebook.
Oh well.
Just Instagram.
Uh,
No Twitter.
Because you're gonna do some shows with your Boston Terrier.
I'm
coming up.
considering doing
Yeah.
dog shows with my
Yeah.
future
Yeah.
dog.
Really?
Yeah. I'm getting a
that'd be fun.
show-worthy Boston. Yeah.
What does that
fun.
mean, a show-worthy Boston?
Yeah, what is that?
Is that a
like
certain breed?
it's got to be like a purebred. It's gonna be registered.
Expensive, eh?
I
Not
don't know.
really.
I don't know.
Oh.
Expensive is relative.
Right. It's fair.
It's probably not
like $20,000.
It's not a thoroughbred horse or anything like
Yeah,
that. It's a
yeah.
fucking dog. It's a puppy.
Yeah. Not for long.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just looking for new hobbies and stuff.
Nice.
So.
Right. Okay, well, yeah, follow Rich.
Follow me. I got 15 followers.
Like,
so trying
subscribe to us. We only have
Yeah.
18 subscribers.
We have 18 subscribers.
you're
we have
blowing
one of
up,
them
man.
here.
You're
It's
blowing
not
up.
doing bad, but I wonder. It's hard to get people to subscribe on YouTube. We can get people to watch it.
I
but-
honestly, I don't subscribe to things.
Yeah,
There's
I
the
never
shows
did.
I
I
like,
never
and I
did
just
either.
search them. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
subscribe.
it's because like the recommendation is.
Yeah.
is it
You need
works
the
a little bit enough.
Comment
algorithm works.
if you are watching this video. Just throw a comment down for the algorithm. Like
Yeah.
you don't. It doesn't need
Comment,
to be.
subscribe, like,
Like,
say something
rate.
to Richard in the.
You need
comments.
to say this at the beginning of the video too, and you'd be like, "What are
Yeah.
you doing? If you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Subscribe. Hit the like button."
We'll
You know,
we'll,
like,
we're gonna copy this
Because
to the front.
the only person watching this to the end might be myself and a few other people,
Quite
right?
a
Like
few people I think actually
might even be
specifically-
subscribed.
Well, that's
Yeah.
that's the hard part is we're trying to figure
Can
out.
you tell?
Segments
Can you
and
tell?
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
see-
can tell how many
see,
hours.
Yeah.
So you can
people
tell when I don't watch.
I can't tell you, but I can tell people. There's a lot of people
Yeah.
watching, so I don't know who's.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, we
damn,
got to figure out a
Johnny
way.
Busted, I've never watched the whole
the
thing.
the Aaron one.
No.
We
I missed
we
a
were pretty
couple.
good at keeping it entertaining. It's hard
Yeah.
to keep it entertaining.
Yeah, I think
need
we'll
better
learn the
guests.
lesson. I'll go back to writing the
Yeah,
list
you should just write
of
this.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More
100%.
structure.
Yeah, because I usually have I usually have a pretty
You
good
have so
structure
many.
and flow,
Yeah.
and yeah, I usually have like 20
I'm
things
just a
to talk about.
personality. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I know. I know. But I was like, I gotta bike and get this fucking Zoom. You gotta.
Mhm.
I thought he
You
was
gotta-
going to take you.
Yeah.
Was my guess.
Oh.
He was in town not doing nothing.
Yeah.
Well, thanks guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Woo!